Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks, remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they can have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony. Throw it on the table like casino. I ain't talking dollars, all I got is a C-note. Roses from the sky and the prime that I built. Put the soul in these drums like some silk, yeah, it's Goodbarz. Still healing from the wounds that I got. Heartbeat sensor, I can see the blood clot. Used to put it in the nose and burn snot. Nothing but some dirty shoes, a bread knot. Cousin Jab got shot, ayy. This a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on the grill stove. You can hear it in the wind whisper real low. Even if the rain poison, I'ma still grow.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Got my AC on, if y'all hear that sound in the background.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks, remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they can have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony. Throw it on the table like casino. I ain't talking dollars, all I got is a C-note. Roses from the sky and the prime that I built. Put the soul in these drums like some silk, yeah, it's Goodbarz. Still healing from the wounds that I got. Heartbeat sensor, I can see the blood clot. Used to put it in the nose and burn snot. Nothing but some dirty shoes, a bread knot. Cousin Jab got shot, ayy. This a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on the grill stove. You can hear it in the wind whisper real low. Even if the rain poison, I'ma still grow.
This is not trees. This is Bala Santo. Today, guys, we talk about Waves plugins and the moves. Not to say like how to use them, not how to use them correctly. I'm not doing that. I'm showing y'all the way I use them, and the reason why I use them the way I use them. I use them the way Leslie Braithwaite uses them, and Joshua Branson. And we're gonna look at a video. My man Ken hit me up. He was like, yo, bro, I see your comment in this post. I want to know how do you use it, and like, you know, the technique. And it was a simpler doubler technique. Now, before we get started, I'm gonna just explain what Waves plugins is. So we're gonna talk about what it is, why do people use them, and we're gonna ask Google all the things, because I want to read it. I like reading it to show people. Waves plugins. What is Waves plugins? So everybody know, Waves plugins are quote-unquote industry standard audio processing tools used in music production, mixing, and mastering. They function within the digital audio workstations, your DAW, to shape sound, add effects like reverb, delay, and pitch correction, and fix audio issues. Key categories and popular examples include dynamic processors, tools like Renaissance Vox, that's RVox. I just want to show y'all that. I want to show y'all that RVox. Time to go into the negative smoking. Absolutely. So RVox is this really smooth. This is the old RVox, by the way. This ain't the new one. This is the old RVox. This is Renaissance Vox. It's a compression tool for dynamics and gating. It's a gating tool also. It does multiple things. It does 3 things. That's why it has 3 knobs on it. Equalizers, digital recreations of legendary hardware such as the API 550 or the SSLE channel. Oh, good bars. What do you have on your vocal chain all the time? As a preset. This is a preset. It's not even like something that I made up. Fits my screen? What's wrong with my screen, man? Is my screen messed up? Is it bent? Is it turned a certain way? This is an SSLE channel. What's wrong with my... Is it me? Is it this screen? Is it this screen? Is it this one? Or that one? Oh, this ain't, yo, this ain't trees. This is a piece of wood. This is a piece of wood, bro. Look, this ain't, look, it don't even got trees in it. He said that cannon. That nigga Toe was like, yo, Bars, yo, fish your shit, bro. Dude, this is a piece of wood. This is called, okay, so just for you to know, this is called Bala Santo. And Bala, he said, what the fuck? Dude, I'm rolling. Okay. So this wood was treated with certain like essential oils and things for spiritual readings to clear the room out. It smells really good too, by the way. Like it makes the room smell good. Like if you smoke some trees and then you light this up, it clears the room with trees. But a lot of people use it to for sage. Like you know how you light some sage up and you fan it around. I do this every time I come to the studio and before I even sit down. I haven't done it yet because I literally just walked into the studio. So what I do is I light this up, I roll it a couple times, I hit it a couple times with the lighter, but you know what it does? It helps me so I don't get that fixation of lighting up every time. No, don't feel stupid. No, bro, because it looks like some loud. I hold it like, you're not supposed to hold it like this. You're supposed to hold it upright, and you're supposed to bless like certain places. A lot of Native Americans do it. And I do it because it smells good, first off. It purifies the air of any like impurities. Yes. Yep. That's exactly. So you not stupid. You know exactly what it is. It's my mannerisms that made it feel like that. Cause I'm holding it like a, you know what I'm saying? I'm holding it just feels cool. It felt right. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I'm smudging. Yes. I didn't even know that's what it was called. So you're right. You're absolutely right. And I just, you know what I mean? I don't, and you saw me, I did it like this. I just did like this. And I just like, I'm not smoking it. This ain't, but I do got some fire waiting. But yeah. SSL plugin, really great. This is Waves. So the reason why, I'm even doing this little lesson is because my friend Ken Squarish, he hit me up. He was like, man, I don't know what these guys are talking about. I'm gonna show you guys the video. It's from Help Me Devon, and these gentlemen talk about the mainstream artists of today and what they do and how they do it and what the engineers at least, and they talk about what's going on. Because I'm the type of person, if I'm gonna do something, and like especially music, I want to learn everything that everybody's doing. Gordy's asking if we get a response back. Hold on. I'm about to. This is funny. Hello, Debo. Ah, come on. Is it Debo Friday? Is it like that? Oh man, where's the GIF at? I don't even know. But yeah, so he sent me, he commented on this video from Help Me Divine, and this is what they're talking about, so you guys can peep.
Something that I think you have modernized extremely well. You guys, this is just...
And they're talking about Chris Brown's vocal and how they mix it, so that we can, you know what I mean, so you can see what's going on.
Staple within Chris's sonics, and something that I think you have modernized extremely well. You guys record doubles and overdubs very differently from a lot of mainstream music. It almost feels like the song kind of goes 3D for a moment.
Part of it could be I'll put the doubler on there, and I'll take the center out, and I bring the high end down, and I make the 2 dots go all the way up to the top. So
you see what he said? It's the same move. Look, I'm just going to show you what my doubler looks like. Look at my doubler, right? This is my doubler. And everybody got their own move. I just want everybody to know that. Everybody does things differently, but I take ideas that work and I mold them to myself. You know what I mean? So look at his doubler and look at my doubler. He said, I'm going to let him run it back.
Mainstream music. It almost feels like the song kind of goes 3D for a moment.
Part of it could be I'll put the doubler on there, and I'll take the center out, and I bring the high end down, and I make the...
Just to show y'all, the center is the direct. That's direct in a doubler. And he said he... Basically, when you bring in doubler, it normally looks like this. I changed mine to a Persano doubler, which is a preset, so it gives you 4. This is doubler 4 right there, and that's what he's using too. So because they have doubler 2 and they have doubler 4. So I use doubler 4. It gives me 4 inputs or 4 phasings of one signal that I can do. But I bus it, and I'm gonna show you why. So I take the direct all the way out. I bus it, and he said he turns the left all the way up, which is the first voice, which is red. It gives his color coordinated, and purple is the third one. It's the farthest to the right. So he pushes them to the max. I didn't do that. I brought 2 more, and I brought them to the same equal height, but behind the threshold a little bit. I didn't push him all the way. He pushes them all the way to the threshold. He does this. This is what he does. He pushes them all the way out. I don't. I even them out a little bit. I take his same concept, but mold it in a way where it fits what I want and the sound I want, because I want that 3D effect. And also, he said something about the EQ over here. Listen to what he said. And he said he makes 2 dots. That's where we at right now. Now, I'm going to finish up the video.
2 dots go all the way up to the top, so it's loud. It does it with a little bit of like weird phasiness that creates texture. If you put the same processing on every single thing, they're gonna sound too close. So if you make less high end on the backgrounds, you'll hear the difference between the background and the lead a little more. For lead notes on the hook, it's always 4. Let's say, for example, they're all at 0. I'll take the 2 bottom ones of the stacks and I'll pan those hard left and right, and I'll bring them down at a 4 or 5 dB difference from the top ones. The top ones at -2, these would be at -6. The lower ones are panned hard left and right, and the 2 top ones are panned at 50 or 40. It creates a pyramid, because if you pan everything hard left...
Look at that. Lead vocal, first stack, second stack. I just want to show y'all. Hey, what up, Stoner Chick? What's good with you? Yep, it's Uncle Knuckles in the building. So, for this first one, I only have 2. They layer Chris Brown a lot. They layer him so much. They layer him to the point where it's just so much, bro. So I got 2. So what I did, that's why I create 4, so I can have a little bit more of a push. But Chris Brown is a phenomenal R&B singer. I'm not. I'm a rapper turned singer turned rapper. So I use tricks that they use for regular singers, and I alter them a little bit to fit the style that is Mr.Goodbarz. You see what I'm saying? So I also bus it. So usually when you have Pro Tools, for all my Pro Tool users out there, you have to create an aux or a bus, and then you could turn the aux into a bus that has just like reverb on it, and you can send different vocals to that reverb. So what I do is I create a bus in FL Studio. You can create more. You can have as many buses as you want. I create 4 because I use 4 effects chains. I use my first one is always reverb. My second one is delay. This is H delay. That's from Waves also. This reverb is a stock because I like the way that stock FL Studio reverb works in the system. I love True Verb and everything else that Waves has in that. I just like I don't use True Verb. I use True Verb in Pro Tools more than I use it in FL Studio. Sometimes it like FL Studio reads it too much. It processes it too much. Eli, what's good with you, famo? We back at the same song that we were working on yesterday. I'm just showing everybody a move that you could do when mixing, and then I have the doubler on my third. Now my fourth one, I do like special. I might use like an Omnivox or Xvox, like a special. It does reverb, delay, everything in one to make one sound. And I bust that out, and I might do that for my ad-libs or my background vocals. And I do that for a reason, because I want my background vocals to sound different, but I still want them to be prevalent. And then no matter what, when you're in your inserts, you can control how much goes into each one right here at the bottom, if you guys can see it. You know what I mean? Right here, you can determine how far you want to push those. That probably looks better for you guys, can you see? How much you want to push that, right? And you can control how much. And then all you got to do is, if you want to take it out, just, you know what I mean, hit, those arrows are very important. This right here is your, in any DAW, the mixer is going to be your best friend, because there are people in real life, in real time, that don't use DAWs, that record digitally from analog workstations into the DAW. Like, they even have DAWs built inside the mixer. That's a thing nowadays. So this is just a way I take everything I learned in Pro Tools, from Glenn the Snake Robinson, from Leslie Braithwaite, from Joshua, from all the greats, all the great producers out there, all the great engineers. I take those ideas and I apply them to FL Studio. And the reason why I do that is because I want to create my own sound. I take what's good, the rules, I understand dB levels, I understand doubler, I understand auto-tune, and I take those ideas and I formulate them and create my own sound by distorting or bending the rules just a certain way so it fits well within the song itself. And that's what I try to do, you know? So like he said, he builds a stack. So now I can't build that stack with that main vocal I have for the front part, but I can build that stack with the vocals I have here. So the vocals I have here build that pyramid stack that we're seeing when they do Chris Brown's vocals. They have the lead vocal, the first stack, and the second stack. So what I did here is I got my first stack here, which is an 11, and then I got, so you can guys visually see it. So this is my first stack here, right? First stack, second stack, third, fourth. So I created one more. But the trick is I created, this is my third. I combined these two to make a third. I combine these two to make a one, and then I combine these two to make a third. So I got 6 vocals here to make one intrusive sound, one sound. So, and just to show y'all which each one does, this is the first part. This is part 1 of the first stack.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me.
No reverb.
You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony. Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me.
Part 2 of the stack.
Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony. Music is our...
Did you see what I did there? That second stack has a little reverb. It has a little delay on it. It has a little bit of phasing. It's because it's going through the doubler. It's going through the reverb I just showed you. And it's also going through it's going through, not the vocal chain. It's not going through the vocal chain. It's going through the delay bus, which is this, which is Waves H delay. Shout out to Howard Benson. Doubler. And then it's also going through the reverb. So again, I'm gonna show you the differences so you can see why it works.
Music is our armor
flat.
if you rollin' with me.
Flat.
You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me.
Now it
we
sounds...
gifted to the world off the balcony. Music is our armor if you rollin' with me.
Part 1 of stack 2.
You can play my circus if you rollin' with me.
It's
Never
2D.
lose control if you rollin' with me.
And
we
I
gifted
panned
to
it
the
to the
world
left.
off the balcony. Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rolling with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony. Music is our armor if you rolling with me. You can play my circus if you rolling with me. Never lose control if you rolling with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
Stack 3.
Music is our armor if you rolling with me.
Part
You can
1.
play my circus if you rolling with me. Never lose control if you rolling with me.
And the trick here is my trick. This is my little trick right now. Watch my hands. Watch my hands. Part 1 of the stack is flat, raw, mix a little bit. Compressor, EQ, you can hear it. Part 2 of stack 1, or stack 2, or stack 3. Part 2 of it though, it has the effects. And it still has the presence of the main because it's already flat, it's already to your face, it's already presented, compressed correctly, and to that point where your ears are automatically like, oh, this sounds cool. But what makes it sound awesome is that doubler with the tone. Ooh. That's me and Tone's range right there. Ooh, and we can sing together, we can harmonize, brother. I got you. And that first stack is just right there to your face, and then the part 2 of the stack is a Street Fighter. You know downright why. It's gonna be get. But if you hit downright Y and you jump, it's from the air. You see what I'm saying? It's still the same move, but you're just in a different position. You see what I'm saying? If you're going to hit him with a tech, you got to press downright R. You know what I mean? But if you press the middle kick, you're not going to go as far. But you don't need to go as far. You need to just go right there, 2 frames forward. And that's what I'm doing. So listen to stack 3, part 1.
Music is our armor if you rolling with me. You can play my circus if you rolling with me. Never lose control if you rolling with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
It fills everything together. Sleight of hand though, and artistic value. The last stack on the third one, part 2, is a higher note. Watch this.
Music is our armor if you rolling with me. You can play my circus if you rolling with me. Never lose control if you rolling with me.
Can you hear it? That's way behind everything. You wouldn't even know that was there unless I showed you. Unless you got an engineer, you'd be like, "Oh, yo, it's another harmony in there. It's another octave in there." You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just bring an RVox in. This is another Waves plugin. Give it some presence. Oh, now you can hear it a little bit. Just from that, I don't want it no more louder than that. Tone said a beautiful quote from one of my favorite actors of all time and martial artists, Bruce Lee. Take the things that benefit you and leave the rest be like water. Flow. Use what's popular. Make it your own. Because when water hits rocks, there's a couple rocks it's hitting, and sometimes it moves the rocks. You know what I'm saying? The rocks got to go that way. It's a higher note, but look how that higher note, and also it's centered, by the way. It's centered. I don't have it in doubler. It's centered.
Ooh.
Now watch.
Ooh.
Left and right.
Ooh.
And you remember when he said he pans them left and right? That's what I did there. That's all I did there. He panned them left and right here.
Ooh.
You see how he did that?
We gifted to the world off the
That's the second stack.
Music is our armor if you rolling with me.
This is the center.
You can play my circus if you rolling with me. Never lose control if you rolling with me. We gifted to the world off the back.
Also, it takes an artist to know, like, to do that, by the way, because what I did was I used the 2 root notes of the song to make those. Water is life and very powerful. Very. It's been here longer than anybody, any living being here. Water, they say water sentient, but that's a whole different conversation. That's a whole different. The water's letting us do what it does to it. It's letting us. That's what I feel like. That's a whole different conversation. That's a whole different conversation. But yes, Tone, you're absolutely right. And I'm using that RVox to keep everything centered. Also, when you use wave plugins, and this is a very important thing a lot of people don't know, do not always use the stereo plugin, especially for a compressor, especially for an EQ, because when you have an insert on, I mix like I'm on an analog live channel. I mix like I'm performing. When you mix on an insert on a mixer, like the mixer that's sitting back there, that big ass mixer back there, I don't know if you guys can see it. I might change the scene real quick, but it's a mixer. This way? Yeah, hello. It's a mixer. So right here, this is a full Mackie live performance mixer right here, and it has all the knobs. So I take I even go on it and practice sometimes just to see what it would feel like live. You know what I mean? I'll move some knobs around. So, but on that one, it's inserts. So you got to look at the same thing in FL Studio. It's inserts, and those inserts are mono. They are not stereo. They are mono. So you got to use the same thing. Now, what you would do with the stereo plugins, like a reverb or a delay or whatever, you will use the stereo on the buses. Now, my vocal chain, because I want a full left and right signal, my SSL is a stereo. But if it's on the soloed insert, if I'm not putting nothing into it, it's just the signal itself, I'm going mono. Just because. Because I want the vocal to stay centered no matter where I send it. Wherever I send it, I want that shit to stay in the center. I want it to be strong. So, with that being said, I hope I'm gonna make a reel out of this. What up, Crispy? I'm gonna make a reel out of this so that bro could see this. And but yes, Ken, that is the way you use doubler. The first thing you want to do is bus it out. You want to bus it out to your buses here. The way you create a bus is you just take an insert, any insert you want. You can right click it, and then you can say dock to the right. You see how that dock to the right over there? Now it's not going to be bothered by anything else in the mix. It's there now. I only use 4, so I'm going to take this one and take it back. And, it docked it left. I'm going to dock it middle. Boom. And that is the main thing that I wanted to show you. And honestly, I know they got UAD. I know they got Universal Audio Safari pedals. I use Waves because it's been used for so long, and it's been so tried and true in the audio engineering game. Like they've just been so good to people that you can't go wrong with it. And now you don't have to pay for the subscription. Everybody wants the full, like, this is the Waves full ultimate bundle. Everybody wants all that. You don't need all that. That's the sad, because I bought my shit way back. I bought the Diamond back in the day. This is the Diamond. This is the old Diamond. This is like Waves. This right here is like Waves 9. So I bought it. That shit don't go nowhere. That's mine. You feel me? I don't gotta pay a subscription, nothing. But I got the Diamond for $400 because I wanted it and I needed it and I wanted to understand what Waves plugins is. But what I found out is I don't even use half that shit. I use some of it like when I want to add, like I might use like a multi-band stereo limiter if I want to do some cool orchestra stuff, and like if I'm doing something that's not hip hop, I'm not using it. Because what I found out, a lot of the hip hop engineers don't even use all of them. You don't have to. You just use what is needed to make the song sound good. You don't need all those plugins. You don't. You really don't. You just need the compressor. You need that CLA. You need that CLA vocals. You need that doubler. You need that live Waves tune. Now I also want to tell you something else. In the old Waves tune, it looks like Melodyne. And I think Melodyne and Waves were having a competition on who created that graphical note processing idea. And then Auto-Tune jumped on it and they started doing it too. but they do it a different way. They're sneaky with theirs. And Therese is sneaky. What's good with you? Welcome to the Goodbarz Toy Box Studio. We teaching people about Waves plugins today in the studio. And I was wanting to show my man Ken how to do certain things with Waves plugins, and we're working on this song right now. And I was just showing them the difference between using doubler in the right sense. I'm gonna take this reel, I'm gonna take this live, and I'm gonna have it for Ken so he can study it. You can call me a myth. It's hard to pronounce off first impressions. You know what it looked like, Myth? It looked like Mithril, and it's like a type of metal in like Final Fantasy, I think. I think it's in medieval times too. Mithril was like a type of, that's what it looked like, and I was just like, I'm gonna call you Mai. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know how you pronounce it, because a lot of people don't. People get like kind of offense when you don't know how to pronounce their name, so I was just like, hey man, Mai, 2 letters, hey. You know me. Instead of saying OG. Just spelt it my own way. Okay, all right, bet. That's what it looked like. Mithril, which is a the type of metal from Final Fantasy that you could build weapons with. That's what it looked like. But yeah, we're just teaching people about Waves plugins, how to use them in a DAW, how to take ideas from Pro Tools and mixing and routing and apply it to an FL Studio session. And that's all we're talking about today. I got a song here. It's called Benny Rocks, and it's a song that I recorded yesterday, and I was having fun with it. Now I want to show y'all something with these Waves plugins that is really cool, and I'm gonna show y'all something with Renaissance Vox, aka RVox. Now RVox is a very, very special plugin, and I'm gonna tell you why. It doesn't use up a lot of CPU. It's very easy on your computer, and it's 3 things that are happening in RVox. So what I did, this is my vocal chain for it. I got a vocal writer, which just keeps everything level, so if I go low, it stays at a certain level. And that's the first thing I put on it, because I want that signal to be strong. That's the goal, to keep the signal strong. Once the signal is strong, I tune it. A lot of people don't know about this auto-tune effect right here. I got it, and I kept it. Tone said I love, Tone, I used to use CLA's vocals on all my shit, and that's how I used to always start my mix, and I used to compress with it within it. When I found out that you could take breaths out, or like not take the breaths out, but you can de-breath with RVox, I was like, oh my god, I didn't know. And that's what a gating, because like a lot of compressors don't have a gating tool. It's just compressors, and then you find a threshold and ratio, and it works. By the way, the higher the ratio is for the louder the vocal. So if you got like a Michael Jackson or T-Pain or Chris Brown that sings very loud, you want your ratio to be all the way up. But if you have a low talking vocal or a bass vocal, something like that, you want to put it at like basic rap 4, like 4.1. So what I do is I hit it with the vocal rider. I find a nice clean level that works really well, that it keeps it up, so we can look at it.
If you rolling with me,
that vocal's gonna be strong.
You can play my circus if you rolling with me.
I tune it.
Never lose control if you rolling with me.
That's the official So T-Pain came out with a series of plugins for producing. I don't know if anybody knew that. It's called IZ Drums, the T-Pain effect, the T-Pain drums. It's a whole like bundle. They don't even sell it no more, and I feel like I'm the only one with this shit, because I was talking about it with T-Pain, and I showed him a screenshot, and he was like, he liked the comment and he loved it, and he said they don't even know about that. You one lucky mother effer. Oh man, I worked hard for this, man. Bro, this is like 15 years in the making. I used to carry my studio speakers on my back. When you say lucky, I'm like, nah. I appreciate the compliment though. I appreciate the compliment. I really do. I really do appreciate the compliment. But like, I worked my ass off for this, and like me and my brother Bang, man, big shout out to Bang. Bang was the first person to give, like, he looked at me and he was like, man, I'm gonna invest in you. And he bought me some KRK speakers, and I started to hear my music like I've never heard it before with real professional industry sound, and Bang took a risk with me, you know, and he said, let's build this company together, man. Let's really do something. Hard work and dedication pulled it. Yeah, it did, man. And a little bit of trust, it went a long way, and I give it up to Bang for just believing in me and saying like, nah, man, you got it. Like, even when the shit I didn't know all the shit I know now, but Bang was like, nah, you gonna figure it out. If anybody's gonna figure it out, it's gonna be you. And that's what my brother did. You know what I'm saying? He trusted me, and I was like, you know what? And I dedicated my life to like audio engineering and FL Studio. It was earned. Yeah, no, it was earned, man. It was earned, bro. Like, blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Like, I used to pull up to people's crib, no money in my pocket, nothing, shorts, fucking basketball shorts, and my speakers. You know what I mean? Feet stink, everything, bro. Microphone stand in my backpack, pulling up, recording people, bro. Like, on my mama, bro. Like, and it was no joke. I would walk in, no money in my pocket. I would leave with 2 plates of food, $200, some more gear and everything, because people would give me like no, I don't even want to use this microphone. I want you to use it, like type shit, like just being in the hood, like on some real shit. Because like, we gotta understand something. Even it don't matter what color, like everybody's in the hood now. So when you go to the hood and you have access to like a studio, especially if a person can put you in the comforts of your home, on your own home, and record you, that's like a godsend. Like, no one could believe that I was carrying a microphone in the back of my backpack on my neck, and I was walking around the town with my tote and my speakers like this, and I'd be bumping music, and I was just happy to be free because I was locked up. I was like, this is what I want to do. I was like, I'm going to record people in their homes, and I was gonna make some money. And then like, sometimes like when you get to a certain point, when you get to a certain age, it's like, hey man, I need to make a headquarters. I need to make a home. I need to make a sanctuary. I not to be comfortable so that I can really focus on my craft. Like any artist, even anybody that paint, any painter, they have an art studio to do what they had to do. And I was like, why come I can't have that? So I had to understand my homelessness and understand that, yo, it's not meant for this. It's not meant for me to be walking in people's houses like this. They can come to me. You know what I mean? And if I do come to people's houses, I can create a different type of system to work for them and show them how to record themselves at home. And that's what I wanted to do. And I faced those challenges, and I faced those obstacles, and I faced those people who were against me. And I decided to say, you know what? All that shit you doing right there, all that wiggling around and all that tough shit, all that weird shit, that has nothing to do with music. It has nothing. Because no matter what, if I press these 3 notes, that's going to be C minor till I'm gone. Those 3 notes is going to be C minor until I'm out of here. I'm telling you. So for me, paid in full for that. You feel me? I'm keeping my head up, trying to start producing beats and stuff. I like music, and I've known it for a while when I tried to rap and sing, but that wasn't my thing. At least now I have something I like in my realm and enjoy. I agree with that. And I think for you, Myth, like the best thing to do if you're creating music, right? You're creating beats, show people. Put it on the store. Put it on YouTube. Make sure you turn yourself, copyright it, turn yourself into a business. Make sure that you own everything you're doing. Even if you're using samples, flip them in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Start somewhere. Start doing it. It's the doing that does. That's the truth of it. No matter what, here, there, or indifferent, it's the doing that does. Because if you ain't doing nothing, you're doing nothing. Tone said, look, and Tone, you know what's crazy? I was about to just say something about that too. Because Tone right now is on day 80 of posting beats every day, trying to get them out there. And Tone goes and he makes an audio video. He posts the beats up. He say, this is day 75, me posting beats so people can purchase them. Let me know if you need a beat. You know what I'm saying? Tone is putting it out there. Myth says, I know it ain't much, but you're inspirational as mug, and I feel inspired. Thank you for the 100 bits. You know what that does? It just pays for the internet so you can still see me. I got nothing to hide. Like it's not like I'm going to put that in the bank account and I'm gonna be at Bank of America and do. Nah, I'm not doing all that. I'm literally paying my bills, showing people how they can make money, and do things that he can with music. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody taught me. I had to learn, and then thank God for YouTube, and thank God for Glenn the Snake Robinson, because when the pandemic happened, I was in one of the direst moments of my life, and I didn't know whether to be here or there. You know what I mean? It was kind of scary at one point. Like, I didn't want nobody to get hurt, and I didn't want to get hurt. And so it was so much going on, especially to a person that doesn't know anything but music. That's all I know is music. So I don't know nothing about being a doctor. Oh man, I appreciate that, Tone. Bro, I love what you doing. Every time I see you post a beat, I heart that shit and share it on my story. Every single time. Every single time. Man, if I was you, I would do one on Facebook, I do one on YouTube, and I do one on TikTok. That's what I do that every day. I do that shit every day. Same bars. I did make a song called The Shepherd too. I did make a song called The Shepherd. It's on From Which I Was Born on Bandcamp. So that's kind of funny you say that. But yeah, man, it's all about saying, hey, I like doing this. I want to continue to do this. I want to make something of it. And being like, I bet this is what I'm going to do. Once you're at that level, once you already accept the fact that, like, shit, all I got to do is work, grind it out. They lied to us. They told you got to get the 401k to go relax. No, it's no time for relaxing. Because when you're relaxing, your body is still. The more your body moves and the more your body feels the gravitational pull of the earth, the more you're going to be spinning. I move at the speed of the earth. That's what I do. When something changes up, I'm moving. Switch over to YouTube so I can see more of the chat. It's not that the chat really my chat be shaking on Facebook. My chat myth. If you got a Facebook, go to Facebook, search up. It's the same thing on YouTube. It's the same thing on Twitch. Is the same thing on YouTube. It's Mr.Goodbarz. Go ahead and you can, if you want to be in the chat. I get more interaction on Facebook. On YouTube, I get people that pop in and they'll say like, "Yo, what's up?" and then that dip. On Twitch, I get bots, and then I get like the people who's been following me for a long time, and then you know how that shit go. I do accept YouTube. People be stealing. They do be stealing. So I found out that there's a website where you can check if people are using your music. BeatStars does it too, and you can also check if your music's being used to train AI. So like you can search your song. If your song's published in online, you can search your song and your artist name to see if your music is being used to be trained by AI. And I checked mine. None of mine is. But one of my homies, Jordan LaFlavor, he's pissed because they said they had like 23 of his songs, and he's dropped multiple albums. He's a pop singer. He's been doing it for years. Me and him known each other since we were in high school. So he went a pop route, and come to find out, they used 28 tracks of his. And I guess apparently he was mad because he signed in the terms and conditions where YouTube could use his music for AI training. And that boy was mad. He was mad. He was talking mad crap on Facebook. Not to like say he ain't wrong. He right. I think he kind of right with that. And I was like, would I be mad about that? And I'm like, nah, I can't be mad because I've used AI models to train like different vocals for people to like, they want to hear their mother's voice that's not here no more. You know what I'm saying? Or people who want to, like Benny Siegel. I work with Benny Siegel to basically, well, not Benny Siegel himself. I work with Swaggiano, who's Benny Siegel's producer. And he was like, yo, I need help with this AI shit. I don't understand it. And I showed him how I would do it and like how to take old Beanie Siegel voice and flip it. And he did it. He was able to achieve what he achieved with it. And Beanie Siegel was able to get his voice back. He said, I'm going to hop over. Yeah, I'm going to need my bread for that. I'm going to need my bread for that. I'm going to need something. But I guess there's something, like Tone said, YouTube be stealing. It's something in the terms and conditions, Tone. If you did it on YouTube, it's weird. But I know on BeatStars, if you pay for the annual on BeatStars, which is a yearly joint, and I think it's something like $75, you can use something called Beat ID. So if someone download, and you can also, with free downloads, you can also take 50% of your publishing. You can say it in the like they get a contract, and like it automatically signs their email on it. And if they download a free beat and they use it, you get 50% of the publishing of the track. I've installed that on my BeatStars if people download free beats. And I've like literally hit dudes up and been like, hey man, that's my beat. You using my beat without my permission. You just let you know when you put your email in there with your name and stuff, you signed the contract saying that I get 50% in the splits. I'ma need that. And that's what I do now, especially with people that now if you would have came to me like, yo, listen, I ain't shit, man. I ain't got $100 for the Wave exclusive. Can I just get it on the low? Of course, man. I'm gonna give it to you on the low. Just holler at me. Communication goes a long way. If you want my music, nigga, have it. I just need a little something so I can, you know what I mean, feed my family, do what I gotta do. That's, you know what I mean. I'm trying to get paid for it. Now, a lot of producers that are like that's been in the game for years, making really gracious moolah off of it, might feel some type of way, but it's the same instance though when people think that musicians should do it for free, right? We got those people that think musicians should do it for free unless you're mainstream, like they do that thing. And I'm like, I don't think somebody should be paying an arm and a leg for a studio session. Look, to charge someone $800 for mixing and mastering of one song off a YouTube beat that's a free download is crazy to me. That's why this music sounding bad. That's why I found out this is why this music sounding bad. Because it's not finished. It's not finished. These audio engineers, these boutique, that's what they call it. They're called boutique audio engineers or boutique studios. These boutique studios is not finishing the tracks. And then they're sending the artist home with these like 75 to 85% of music, and they're like, the artists in their head, they're like, it sounds good, but then you might have somebody like me to be like, damn man, I would have cut those highs down a little bit, or I would have did a delay over here, or I would have did this. The dude said, oh, I spent too much time on this. I wasn't even wanting to spend an hour on it. I spent 2 hours on this, and I was like, what? I didn't know studio time come with a subscription. Now, if you did a subscription with me, like, let's say you pay $150 a month for Mr.Goodbarz Toy Box Studio. What I'm gonna tell you to do, hey man, come in once a week, pick a day, it's your day. We're gonna get 3 hours out of that day, we're gonna work. He said he ran out of money. That's not, Netflix doesn't say that. Netflix says, hey man, until you pay this, you ain't gonna be able to access Netflix. You ain't gonna have access. This nigga said, yo, listen, if you don't give me more money, you're gonna have to take this track home and finish it. Like he had all the studio equipment, like he had Pro Tools. Like, yo, come on, man. He said, I'm gonna bust this, I'm gonna bounce this out for you. That made me so mad, bro. And I was just like, dog, he's like, yo, let me lay down an intro real quick. Let that man lay down that intro. It would have took 5 days. All right, bet, yeah, just go lay down the intro, bro. Just lay down the intro. You got it. Come on, man. Let that man, I don't even know if y'all saw this shit, man. This shit pissed me off. I'm gonna show y'all what pissed me off about these artists. Ken, I hope you got that, man. Thank you so much for tuning in and asking about that.
I know you, dude.
Oh, Tarzard, that's my guy. So this is what really made me angry about.
You're gonna have to finish this at home.
Listen to what he says.
You're gonna have to finish this at home by yourself.
Why?
Because you ran out of money.
Let me do a little
No, nope.
Nope. Nigga, shut out. Yo, I would have stole on him. Word to bro. I'd have like, bet I'm breaking shit then. Boom! Nigga, what? It would have been a problem. Because that's fucked up, bro. He said, yo, let me just, he's like, all right, bet. Let me just lay down on, the microphone's right in front of him. He could have did that shit in 5 minutes. He could have did that shit in 5 minutes. It wouldn't even took him that long. Like, yo, just come next time. Like, you know what I mean? Just do the intro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do a wave MP3. It sounds great. If anything, I might throw the master on. I might throw the boost on it. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to everybody in the comments that saw that too. Like, what? We're gonna run it back. I'm gonna let it play through. Not to the end of this, because I do a commercial at the end of it.
You're gonna have to finish this at home by yourself.
Why?
Because you ran out of money.
Let me do a little
No,
intro.
nope.
Wow.
No, sir, ski.
Wow.
This already took way too long. I only planned on spending an hour with you.
What? You was just sitting there with he did a song in an hour? I would have spent the next hour mixing and mastering it and putting it together and making it rock. He don't care about his music. This dude got set up. That was a setup. He got set up, his homeboy, like, nah, I got the session for you. Come over here. Like, nah, man.
It took me too. Let me back.
Oh my God. It took you 2 hours to record a trap song, bro. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious, bro? It took you 2 hours and you can't let that man do an intro? Look at him. He's sad, bro. He's heartbroken. He's like, this dude's really just gonna play with my music like this. He just playing with my music. And he don't even know what he's doing. All that clicking shit, he ain't even doing nothing. That boy hit save 4 times. When you see an engineer click-clacking like that, he ain't doing nothing but hit and save. He ain't doing nothing. I do it all the time. I don't care. I'm gonna expose niggas. I do it all the time. I hit that shit like 4-5 times, bro. And I do it just to sort of save, but that's what he doing. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing special. Come on, bro.
Bounces out for you. Get your little session. Hold on.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't like that, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you just took this man. This man paid $150 for an hour of your time. You could have gave him a little bit more time. You ain't got nothing to do today. You ain't got no fresh shirt on. You ain't doing shit. You gonna be in your house all day, bro. You gonna just go work with that man. Cook up with him. And you in your living room. Like, it look like you. That don't even look like a studio. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm tripping. But it don't look like a studio. You know what I'm saying? At least when you come here, like, at least it's not a nigga's house. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. That shit pissed me off, man. I saw that. It's 2 engineers that I don't like. I can't deal with them. I'd be like, man, you know what? Let me just record here. I don't even want you to mix it. Don't even touch the shit. Just let me record my vocals. I take it to somebody else. I'm going to Mr.Goodbarz Toy Box Studio. You feel me? You feel me? Pull up to the Toy Box. If you want to use their hardware, even though I got hardware emulators here. Oh my God, everybody. You don't have real hardware. You don't have the CLA compressor with the mic preamp. I don't care. Let the music speak for itself. Stop trying to tell people what to do with music. It was another engineer I seen. He was like, you can use waves and you can use UAD and you can use this. This is the best one. And it said, this is okay and this is really good. It had Logic Pro in the middle. Oh my God. And it had Pro Tools for the best, which it is. Pro Tools is dope. But I'm just like, bro, it doesn't matter anymore. Anybody that's really deep into music and into the processing, into the sound design of music knows it don't even fucking matter. That's why them old white dudes be laughing at us. They be walking around in their loafers. They be in their loafers smoking cigars. They be laughing at us. Look at these dudes. They think they know what they're doing. Look at it. Look at them. He adding all them plugins on that shit. Just to get things done with one button. They do that shit in one. I seen how that boy mixed Kendrick Lamar shit. I forgot his name. Oh man, that was such a great. Oh, Howie. Man, I saw how Howie was doing Kendrick stuff. That boy was chilling. He was in his vibe. He got boom 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 boom. And he was in there like that white man was in there like this cooking, boy. That boy, he was cooking on that console he had. I was like, oh shit, look at brother. He doing his thing. Myth Beats was good. Myth on the Facebook now. Yo, Myth pulled up. Yo, shout out to Myth. Myth went to the YouTube, the Twitch, and the Facebook. Look at Facebook blowing up right now. See what I'm saying though? That right there, man. That I don't do that type of stuff. I can't do that. So this is why I do this type of thing though. This is why I go live and show you guys how to use plugins. What do they do? Because a lot of people don't know. Even the South Park episode when what's his name? Not Steve. Is it Steve? I think it's Steve. I don't know. It's one of those names. Randy. When Randy came downstairs and he made that fake look, South Park told the future, by the way. Because Randy made a fake artist. And it was a girl artist singing some bull crap. And it was all him. And he took all the plugins and all the auto tunes and all the reverbs and made it sound like a girl. I don't know if y'all ever seen that episode of South Park, bro. Listen, this came out years ago, way before AI, way before people was making fake music, way before it blew my mind at how accurate it described an audio engineer in the studio. And it just showed you like how funny music in today's music is. South Park audio engineer episode. And Randy goes in. My boy was over there getting down. Look at him, my boy getting down. Hold up, South Park audio, Randy. Where is it? So I think this is it right here.
Travel chaos.
He shows his son Stan how they be working on music, and he's like, "Oh man, that's not it. That's not it. Where is it? Where is it?" I don't even know where it is. Randy confesses to being a ghetto Avenue boys. It looks like Johnny. It looks like Johnny. It look like Johnny. Oh, where is it, dude? It's such a great episode, bro. Randy, South Park Randy in the studio. Hold up. It's a great episode, bro. It's like the best episode. Yeah, here it is. It's a band called Lord. And he goes downstairs and he's like, "Oh, you're making this music or whatever." And then hold on, I want to find the part where he just pulls up the computer. And okay, yeah, here it is. He pulls up Pro Tools. Look. He pulls up Pro Tools.
I come up with all my best stuff in the bathroom at work. I use this program to import the recordings I make on my phone.
Listen.
Yeah, feeling good on a Wednesday.
Watch this shit.
Sparkling thoughts, give me the hope to go on. Oh, what I need now is a little bit of shelter.
Dad, Lord's music is actually really good.
Thanks, but it gets even better when I add the drum loops. Yeah, feeling good on a Wednesday. Then with the computer, I can actually quantize everything. Feeling good, backup instruments. And then finally, I use the auto-tune.
Feeling good on a Wednesday. Giving me the hope, giving me the hope to go on. What I need is a little bit of shelter.
You see that? Listen, hold up. This shit came out way back, 4 years ago, way before that. Listen. This is before AI and Tone's laughing. Yo, when I saw that, I started rolling. I said, that's how it really be. I was like, that's how it really be. I'm not rating songs today, brother. I take a look at it, cause you probably got it published and stuff, and I can't play it on my cause I'm on different platforms. But if you want to come in on the next one, I definitely will rate your Russian song. I love Russian music. I love Russian hip hop. Russian hip hop is fire. I'm a big fan. Trust me. So don't get it twisted. It's not like no. I fuck with y'all. I just can't do it because I'm on Facebook, and if you have it published and you're artists and you're a professional artist from Russia, it's gonna copyright strike me because you own your music. That's the only reason. But Tone, you see that? Look at what he pulled out the auto. Look, he had the old auto tune too. Look. Auto tuner V10. That's how that shit be really looking, bro. What you mean? South Park put us on. South Park gave us a piece of it. And this is what people do to now today. And shit came out sounding like Kesha. Rolling. Isn't that crazy? So when I say, see, it's so scary because it almost looked the same. It like if you like just did like this. This is the weird part. This is the weird part. Look, watch this. That's basically Randy right now. Cooking. Look at that. It don't even look totally different. It looks the same. It looks the same, y'all. You wouldn't even never know that. You wouldn't even never known that was that or different or whatever. You would have never known. That's the weird part about this shit. Shit gave me goosebumps. This shit fucking freaked me out a little bit. That shit freaked me out a little bit when I saw that. And now when you look at it today, everybody's making AI songs. And then just think of the guy that makes the AI song. Yo, South Park always exposing. They expose everything. They don't hold no punches. They don't and like that's such a small expose that they've done. You know? That's a small one compared to the other ones. But when I saw that hit me. I was like, what? They know about that? But of course, think about it. It's a production company. Of course they know that how they do Kesha vocals in auto-tune setting. Of course. They do it too. They do it all the time with the characters' voices. So it showed me that South Park is way smarter than what people putting it off as. It made me love South Park. That whole interaction made me be able to enjoy South Park in a different light. And I think a lot of people, they get away from just creating. Randy said he was on the toilet and he was singing and you hear him farting in the background. And then he auto-tuned the fart and made it sound fire. What the hell are we talking about right now? You know what I'm saying? So when I say you myth, and I hope you're still here, just go ahead and do it, man. Copyright your name, own it up, go to your local venue, do an open mic. And now this is the slick part. I'm gonna tell you, myth. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna hold no punches back because a lot of people do that. The smooth move is this, and maybe Tone, you could do it too. Take those beats, those original beats. Distribute them on Spotify. Register them on BMI or ASCAP. Go to a club. Go to a local spot. You know the DJ. Say, what up, yo, DJ? Whatchamacallit? You know what I'm saying? What up, baby? I got these beats, man. I just need you to play a couple of them in the background. Let them play a couple beats in the background. Call that a performance and put it on your BMI. Tell them to scratch. Introduce yourself on. Hey, man, this is my beats. Yo, thank you guys so much for coming through. I'm on the flyer too, man. I produce the music, man. I appreciate y'all. Bro, I got my tag. You know the tag? The hold up. This bullshit. I got that copyrighted. I don't even know it's gonna play right now.
God, is that Goodbarz?
That lady. I got that. Anytime I tell DJ Nitro Nick to blare that shit. And that shit's copyrighted. And that shit's trademarked. And that's on my BMI. Did you know you can BMI podcast audio of you just talking? And then like if someone shows it at a venue, like that's the display of your music or your creativity or your art. It's about all audio. It's not about just music. It's all audio. Put that shit on your BMI. Tell the DJ to pay 10 beats. Register them correctly. Own the rights to them. Watch the check start coming in. Watch the check start coming in. And you're going to be like, oh, shit, yo, I got $150 just for that. I didn't even do nothing. I just walked in the venue and told the DJ to play my shit. How do you think Barz is doing it? I do a couple songs, of course, but in the background is Goodbarz beats. It's Nitro Nick beats. It's Goldie the Goddess beats. Playing in the background for the whole night. So that count as my music being played live into front of people's faces. And I'm on the flyer. You feel what I'm saying? I just want that to be known so that you can get. It's ways. It's more ways than just selling the beats to get bread with it. You don't even gotta sell the beat. You could just publish it and distribute it, put it on the Peloton playlist for work people for fitness and health, and now they playing it every time they work out every Thursday and they go to the park. We got the TNT Protection Agency, and we're playing a song called "Explosive Love." That sounds like a track right now. What you talking about? That sounds like a track. And now it's being played over multiple avenues. And everybody's like, oh, Bars, I want to get started. Nah, man. You already started. You already got the beats. You already got everybody loving your music. It's now you just got to put it in the right avenues. Now you just got to put it in the right hands. Now you got to get a PR agent. You need a publicist. You need somebody to talk about you. That's it. Got to spend a little bread. Got to spend a little bread, not a lot of bread, a little bread. You feel me? Just a little bread. And make some of the most firest music that you've ever made. And then I'm not talking to this ain't to the supporters or the fans or anything like that. This is to the producers, the content creators, the engineers, the rappers, the singers. This is to y'all. Explosive Love is fire. But Tone, think about that. TNT Protection Agency. And the beat drop on them. It's like some lo-fi shit. It's a banger. It's a freaking banger. What you mean? That shit'll go crazy. And everybody's doing yoga to it. Now you take a breath here. 1, 2, 3. And the bass drops. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's a way you can do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Some niggas don't like telling people this information. I love giving this information out because if you eating, I'm eating. If you eating, I'm eating. Trust me. I'm good. One got it, we all got it. Just like that. Got the moms going crazy in the spin classes. Crazy. You see what I'm saying? Listen, if you made a TNT country beat tape, it's just like really hard hitting drums, really good country chord progressions, and a good bass line, and you make like 20 of them joints. What? That's it. Put that shit on a playlist and let's go. You can submit your music on playlisting for free. You don't have to pay for playlisting, guys. I hope y'all know that. I tell artists all the time. I tell them this. I like, look, you need to at least spend $10. If you're gonna drop a single, you need to spend at least $10 a week to boost it on some type of advertising platform. If it's from Google AdSense to Facebook Boost to Instagram Boost, you gotta at least spend at least $10 a week on that one video. So what I do is I say, okay, 10, 20, 30, 40. All right, that's 4 weeks. I spend 40 off the first rip and I let it run until a certain part of time so it cuts off. And then I go back, look at the analytics, I redo my targeting system, and I do it again, and I do the next 4 for the next month. And that's how people be seeing my shit. You might get an advertisement from me. You might get a free beat from me if just from looking at my advertisement. And that's my move. That's my like, ooh, ooh, you know what I mean? Like I'm moving a certain way so I can just get it out there, and it doesn't hurt my pockets. It doesn't strain me out. I could take this live video, chop it up in Opus Clip, make certain reel cuts, put some captions in it. Boom. Now I'm in there. So now I can not only put a boost on it, I can schedule when I want these reels to play and display. And not only that, Opus Clip, when you take like a 2-hour, 3-hour long live stream or video, you can chop and get like 50 videos of you just talking. Y'all see how I do? I right after this, I'm gonna save the live stream. I'm gonna throw that shit in Opus, and and this right here, when you see it, it's a reel, and it's gonna end right there. It just ended. and it's gonna run back again on your phone. The advertisement's gonna pop up at the bottom, and that's monetization for my Facebook. It's monetization for my YouTube, monetization for my Twitch. It's the doing that does. It's the work that matters. All the hoorah on the internet ain't shit. The hippity hooblah, the hoorah. That's what Eminem was talking about. All that hoorah shit, that shit don't matter. You gotta do something. You gotta go on stage and rap, man. You gotta stand in front of 75 people and really explain who you are. You gotta stand up on the internet and show people who you are. Like, and it's not about like if you're a gangster or if you're a backpack rapper or if you're a real juggalo or if it's not about none of that. It's like, can you do it? Talk that shit. You feel me? It's not about none of that. It's about, can you fucking do it? Like I said on the post, I said there's no shame in my game. I battle. I do everything. I took some L's. My battle record ain't perfect, but I did it. And I do it again and again because I love battle rap. I love music. Battle rap is another form of music. And you have to be musical to even do it. You know what I'm saying? And me and my boy got like misconstrued. It was funny. Me and my bro got misconstrued online. I didn't understand what he was talking about. I was just debating, being a dumbass. But I take Facebook with a grain of salt. A lot of people think I take it so serious, and I don't, because it's owned by the government. So you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Like, whatever I say on Facebook is whatever. I don't threat people. I don't disrespect nobody. I don't talk about your family. I don't do nothing. I advertise and debate. That's what I literally do on Facebook. If I post something, it's to get people to look at it. Literally, it's just to get people to look at it. Because the more people look at it, the more money that gets recirculated back into my studio to pay for bills. Just like that. Everything I do on the internet is to gain monetization. I'm sorry. I honestly no other reason why you should use the internet. Everybody be explaining their whole life story on it, and I'm like, that's not what the internet is used for. The way Tones is using the internet, that's how you use the internet. Tone games, and he puts his beats online so people can look at them and purchase them. The way and then you know what else I do, guys? I do what you're doing. I sit in the comments. I sit in the joint. Yo, you want to look at a song? Like even your boy say, yo, I'm not doing it. That's what I do. You know what I mean? But if I was reviewing music, that's what I would be on. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yeah, let me sit in it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe at the end of the class, we might check out bro stuff. I'm gonna see if it's copyrighted first. I'm gonna definitely check. I can check now and see if it's copyrighted, so I won't get hit. I might go off Facebook and then just because I can cut off each one now, so I don't have to end the whole stream, so I can keep the stream going. But yeah, man, it's all about what you want to bring to your music and what it is. So we'll get back to these Waves plugins. We got this song here. The song is called Benny Rocks. All the new people that just pulled up, what's up? My name is Mr.Goodbarz. What's good with y'all? Thank y'all. I've been talking for a minute now. We talking about music and putting things together. Today we're talking about Waves plugins and how to use them because my friend Lynn Ken hit me up and was like, yo fam, show me how y'all doing that and showing me how y'all using that doubler plugin. This is the doubler plugin right here. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a whole like 2.5 hours about just Waves plugins themselves so that people can get an understanding about it and like what it's used for and why you should use it and what you should use it on. And so right now we have this hook. I'm gonna play the whole full song. So and if any of y'all got any questions or anything, I stop like at each part to show you, like we'll start like we'll say intro and like this is the intro and this is the hook and this is what I did for the hook, and I'll show y'all each plugin that I use, why, and things of that sort. So let's go ahead and start it. We'll go ahead and start this off real quick. Hey, this beat's kind of dope. I'm gonna play y'all the full song so y'all can hear it.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they can have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
So that's the hook.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks, remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path.
This is the first part of the hook.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks, remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they get ashes for the people.
Now, when I listen to that, right, I feel a couple things. I love a couple things about it, and I don't like a couple things about it. It sounds good.
Ashes for the people that I lost.
And just to show y'all what's going on with that, first I'm going right into T-Pain effect, halfway for the style between soft and hard. Hard, it'd be kind of harsh.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they get ashes for the people that I lost. Open.
Now this is the cool thing about RVox, and maybe you guys can agree with me on this. So you have three things going on in RVox, right? You can control the gate, you can compress, and then you can control how much gain you're getting from it. Gain reduction, if anybody doesn't know. RVox is a compressor, an attenuator, and a gain output source. It's gain for gain staging. So I gain stage with RVox.
Ashes for the people that I lost.
No compression.
Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the
right
pain.
there
I
now.
just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they get ashes for the people that I lost.
It's
Open
strong.
up your mind for the path
It's
that
up
I
front.
walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I.
You see how that gate went low? I don't like that. But I don't want my breaths in there too. So what I'm gonna do is just pull the gate down.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open
That
up your
signal
mind for the path that I
is your
walk.
vocal and
Now
how
I'm
much of
having
your vocal you
flashbacks.
want.
Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks.
Pro
Remember
EQ.
all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they get ashes for the people that I lost.
Make it
Open
dynamic.
up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk.
I'm toning.
Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand.
And that's just on the insert. Now what I do here is the trick. I have that insert ready. I have a preset of, it's called the Grammy Booster. Shout out to Leslie Braithwaite. What I do is I add a SSL channel, stereo, a CLA 76 stereo, a de-esser stereo, and another compressor, and I put the electro on opto, and I keep warm on, and then I have fresh air. Now what I do is I just route it to the vocal bus, and I take it out of the master. Right? Y'all saw that? I hope you guys saw that. I'm gonna make it huge again so you guys can see it. So what happens is I'm gonna take it out of the vocal bus now. It's not in nothing. Usually it looks like this. So I take it out of the master and I throw it into the vocal bus. See what I'm saying? So now the signal from here is just going into that vocal bus, which is sending to the whole song, the master. Right? Everybody understands that? Get an amen, yes sir, whatever. Anybody knows that? And now from here, I mix.
Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having
it's a little cleaner.
Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar
I
that
DS.
I get ashes for the
I use
people
Ben
that I lost.
Meek's
Open
pop
up
vocal
your mind
because
for
I'm
the
singing.
path that I walk. Now I'm having
Oh, it's
flashbacks.
smoother.
Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got.
I cut some of the mids down.
That I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk.
Cut some of the
Now I'm
lows.
having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my.
So you guys can understand this SSL, right? This is a low pass filter, high pass filter at the top here. This is for compression. I don't really use this. I leave this off because you can just cut it off here. And then you have an analog button here. I don't even use that like that. I don't use, because I'm already going I'm about to compress, and I'm not gating no more because I'm already gating. So you don't need this on. So this is your low pass filter, high pass filter. These are your high end. The reds is your high end. The green is your high mid frequencies. The blue right here is your low mid frequencies, and right here is your low frequency. So it looks like a mixer bus. It looks like an insert on a big studio console, right? So it's like you know what I mean, like You know what I mean? Like if they how they put it into the console, that's exactly what that is. That's how it looks on those consoles. It's with this SSL. If you get an SSL console, that's what it looks like. You know what I mean? So you guys can understand like where that's coming from. That's what it's replicating. It's replicating one of these. So once I have that, and I have that in, I cut the highs a little bit down a little bit. I go back to that first insert, and Tone, you ain't seen me do this before, Tone. I take that same one and I re-put it back in into another insert to bring more of a dry signal from the process signal to make it sound more natural, even with the auto-tune. So now, without that buzz from there, you see how it's doubled up now? I'm gonna take it out. It sounds good. We'll turn it up. Sounds good. Too flat for me. Now it sounds real. I take that insert, put it in doubler.
Every single scar that I got, they get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the
very
path
3D.
that I walk. Now I'm having flashback.
It sounds real.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path
Go to
that
my
I
compressor.
walk. Now I'm having
Turn the analog
flashbacks.
off.
Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got. They get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got. They get ashes for the people that I lost.
Bring everything back.
Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got. They get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk.
Now I'm gonna take that double and I'm gonna bust it to the reverb here. So all you gotta do to bust it is just click on the insert, and you see the little arrows at the bottom, send it right to the reverb. Tone, you saw how I did that little trick though, right? And I created parallel compression without parallel compressing. And that's the trick. That is the trick. I'm parallel compressing without putting the compressor on it. So now we have the full hook. Let's play the full hook. See what I'm saying? Now I can turn it off.
Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got. They get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the.
Now this is so I use solid state and waves. This is a free plugin. This is called Fresh Air. Look what it does.
For the people that I lost, open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got. They get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember
it's
all
doing
the
the right
pain.
thing there on each part.
Every single scar that I got. They get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk.
Out.
Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got. They get ashes for the people that I love.
Now this is the cheat code. This thing right here is official. I love this thing right here. Now this is Cinematics Omnivox. Now Omnivox is really cool if you want to add a little bit extra to your vocal to stick out. Different plugins do this also. He said, look what you started. Now I'm in my FL making beats. Look what you started. That's all I want to inspire. That's all I want to do. I just want to inspire.
For the people that I lost.
So I'm going to take that I'm going to take that vocal bus and I'm going to put it into that Omnivox there for a wide slap. Now watch this.
For the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got. They get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got. They get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got. They get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks, remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks, remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks, remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks, remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they get ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks, remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they can't have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks, remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they can't have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me.
And I'm gonna take that low and put it right into that vocal booster and do the same thing so it can have the same matching energy and mix and processing.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never
God, they can't have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the
You see how it all fits together now?
I'm having flashbacks, remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand
First
back.
part.
Every single scar that I got, they can't have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
And that's the same thing. I got the vocal right, because the lows sometimes, you gotta saturate your lows. And when I say saturate, you wanna put a little bit of drive without distorting it, so that the lows, like, because the difference between an alto tenor and a baritone, it's not about the volume, it's about the frequency ranges that they're hitting. So you have to do certain things with processing to make lows stand out just as much as a high frequency. So what I do, you can use different plugins to saturate, and you can use like Decapitator, or you can use FabFilter Saturn. You can even use Soundgoodizer to saturate also. The buttons at the bottom of Soundgoodizer are for certain things within the mix. Some people just put Soundgoodizer on because it sounds better than it did before, so they just use it. But it's certain things those buttons represent in Soundgoodizer to make it hit. It's a Maximus basically, but it's a one knob Maximus. Now, what I do is I use the vocal rider to create some type of phasing with the lows, because I want the lows to stick out as much as the high, because it's a two-part hook. Basically, it's a hook with a bridge, or a bridge and a hook. But I combine them to make one full chorus. So
God, they can't have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks, remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they can't have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
throw it on the table like casino. I ain't talking dollars, all I got is a C-note. Roses from the sky and the prime that I built. Put the soul in these drums like some silk, yeah, it's Goodbarz. Still healing from the wounds that I got. Heartbeat sensor, I can see the blood clot. Used to put it in the nose and burn snot. Nothing but some dirty shoes, a bread knot. Cousin Jab got shot. Hey, this a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on the grill stove. You can hear it in the wind whisper real low. Even if the rain poison, I'ma still grow. Throw it on the table like casino. I ain't talking dollars, all I got is a C-note. Roses from the sky and the prime that I built. Put the soul in these drums like some silk, yeah, it's Goodbarz. Still healing from the wounds that I got. Heartbeat sensor, I can see the blood clot. Used to put it in the nose and burn snot. Nothing but some dirty shoes, a bread knot. Cousin Jab got shot. Hey, this a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on the grill stove. It's a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on a grill stove. Ooh, yeah, man. Hiding the truth, huh?
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
Throw it on the table like casino. I ain't talking dollars, all I got. Same thing, guys. I'm not changing my flow. I'm not switching it up. Same vocal booster, same Grammy booster, same CLA. I'm gonna cut the compression down, and all I'm gonna do is send that signal back into it to make it pop.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me.
Table like casino. Throw it on the table like casino. I ain't talking dollars, all I got is a C-note. Roses from the sky and the prime that I built. Put the soul in these drums like some silk, yeah, it's Goodbarz. Still healing from the wounds that I got. Heartbeat sensor, I can see the blood clot. Used to put it in the nose and burn snot. Nothing but some dirty shoes, a bread knot. Cousin Jab got shot. Hey, this a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on the grill stove. You can hear it in the wind whisper real low. Even you see how that I'm pulling the rawness from the first insert into a different insert, and now I can control the volume of it instead of it being processed and controlling the volume of the processed vocal. And the processed vocal is just bringing a little bit more clarity. The regular one, the regular insert, is bringing that rawness, that authentic when it first hit the scene. So it's a combination of the processed vocal and the raw vocal being used at the same time in two mono inserts and being pushed at the same time, and you get that parallel compression feeling because I'm already compressing here and now I'm compressing over here. So what I want is just a slight consistency with the vocal to be in the same range, and then the dubs and the ad-libs just filling those gaps that we know we don't like in our mix. Throw it on the table like casino. I ain't talking dollars, all I got is a C-note. Roses from the sky and the prime that I built. Put the soul in these drums like some silk, yeah, it's Goodbarz. Still healing from the wounds that I got. Heartbeat sensor, I can see the blood clot. Used to put it in the nose and burn snot. Nothing but some dirty shoes, a bread knot. Cousin Jab got shot. Hey, this a real story from a real soul. Throw it on the table like casino. I ain't talking dollars, all I got is a C-note. Roses from the sky and the prime that I built. Put the soul in these drums like some silk, yeah, it's Goodbarz. Still healing from the wounds that I got. Heartbeat sensor, I can see the blood clot. Used to put it in the nose and burn snot. Nothing but some dirty shoes, a bread knot. Cousin Jab got shot. Hey, this a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on the grill stove. You can hear it in the wind whisper real low. Even if the rain poison. Throw it on the table like casino. I ain't talking dollars, all I got is some dirty shoes, a bread knot. Cousin Jab got shot. Hey, this a real story from a real soul. Jab got shot. Hey, Jab got shot. Hey, this a real story from a real Jab got shot. Hey, this a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on the grill, and I take that bolt clip, that bolt slide, and put it in the same one. Put it on 27, and I'm gonna take that that gunshot, put it on 27 too. jab, got shot. Hey, this a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on the grill stove. You can hear it in the wind, whisper real low. Jab, got shot. Hey, this a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on the grill stove. You can hear it in the wind, whisper real low. Even if the rain poison, I'ma still grow. Throw it on the table like casino. I ain't talking dollars, all I got is a C-note. Roses from the sky and the prime that I built. Put the soul in these drums like some silk, yeah, it's Goodbarz. Still healing from the wounds that I got. Heartbeat sensor, I can see the blood clot. Used to put it in the nose and burn snot. Nothing but some dirty shoes, a bread knot. Cousin Jab got shot, ayy. This a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on the grill stove. You can hear it in the wind, whisper real low. Even if the rain poison, I'ma still grow.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they can have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
Throw it on the table like casino. I ain't talking dollars, all I got is a C-note. Roses from the sky and the prime that I built. Put the soul in these drums like some silk, yeah, it's Goodbarz. Still healing from the wounds that I got. Heartbeat sensor, I can see the blood clot. Used to put it in the nose and burn snot. Nothing but some dirty shoes, a bread knot. Cousin Jab got shot, ayy. This a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on the grill stove. You can hear it in the wind, whisper real low. Even if the rain poison, I'ma still grow.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Ashes for the people that I lost.
Even if the rain poison, I'ma still grow.
Ashes for the people that I lost.
Even if the rain poison, I'ma still grow.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks.
Even if the rain poison, I'ma still grow.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get.
Even if the rain poison, I'ma still grow.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they can have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to
Scar that I got, they can have that. Scar that I got, they can have that.
Music.
Scar that I got, they can have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me.
Scar that I got, they can have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control.
Have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
Sheesh, that shit sound dope. Damn, all right. Damn, I'm like, oh, I gotta add this and this. I'm like, nah, not really. Not really. That shit could end just like that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
That sounds perfect.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they can have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me.
I'ma change. Oh, damn. I'ma change my audio interface real quick to make it sound better on my end, so it doesn't clip. It's clipping right now. It's clipping a little bit, but not too much. So you see how I use the same techniques. Yo, I appreciate that, fam. Thank you so much. I use the same techniques on each one. I didn't change. I didn't go somewhere else with it. I just kept it the same. And what I wanted to accomplish is clarity. That was my whole goal. K-Tunes, I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. This is Mr.Goodbarz Toy Box Studio. This is how I get down, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I build it, guys. One verse, one hook, a bridge to tie it together. The song right now is at a minute 30, maybe one more verse to make it a complete 2:30. You know what I mean? For me, honestly, I would sell this as a feature. That's what I would do.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walked. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they can have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
Throw it on the table like casino. I ain't talking dollars, all I got is a C-note. Roses from the sky and the prime that I built. Put the soul in these drums like some silk. Yeah, it's Goodbarz. Still healing from the wounds that I got. Yeah. Heartbeat sensor, I can see the blood clot. Used to put it in the nose and burn snot. Nothing but some dirty shoes, a bread knot. Cousin Jab got shot. Hey, this a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on the grill stove. You can hear it in the wind whisper real low. Even if the rain poison, I'ma still grow.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk.
And you see this reverb effect right here. That reverb effect is going to be the main part of the song that you hear. And it's just the beginning of ashes on the people that I lost, ashes for the people that I lost. It's just to go into the next part of the song to show you that it's changing. But it's just literally that reverse, and it's my vocal. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like some made up shit. And I'ma still grow.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind.
And I'ma still grow.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember,
and I'ma still grow. And I'ma still grow.
Ashes for the people that I lost.
And I'ma still grow.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single scar that I got, they can have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
Sheesh. That sounds great. That sounds great to me. All you gotta do is master it, right? I use a couple different things to master. I don't use. I'm gonna tell you. I don't use isotope ozone for hip hop.
For the people that I lost.
Like I'ma still grow.
Ashes for the people that I lost.
I just wanted to be known that I don't use ozone no more for my mastering, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because ozone, I feel like it's meant for natural instruments, right? It's taking something that's analog and making it more natural. And that is the thing with like that's what they want to do. They want to take something that's digital and make it sound real. That's the whole point. But sometimes in hip hop, it doesn't have to sound real all the time. It doesn't have to sound like a real instrument. You love my style of mixing? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Can I tell you something? It's a combination of metal and hip hop. So I take everything that Leslie Braithwaite does, Glenda Snake Robinson, who's worked with Gore, and a couple other people. I'm gonna turn this fan off. And this AC just humming in the background. But yeah, it's a combination of a multitude of engineers. When I saw their works and I saw what they're doing, I was like, oh, I want that sound. I want it to sound like Lil Wayne in the 2000s when he took over with No Ceilings. I wanted it to sound clear like a Green Lantern beat. I wanted certain things from music that I wanted to achieve, and I didn't know how to do it, so I had to go learn, right? And then I found out that a lot of engineers are doing a lot less. They're not doing as much as we think they're doing. They're only doing to a certain extent to make everything sound good, guys. They're not doing they're not taking the whole Waves Ultimate bundle and using every plugin. They're not. You know what I'm saying? They're using the plugins that work. They're using the plugins that make their music sound good, their creativity stand out, and their producing abilities. I appreciate you liking my style. This is why the reason why I made the Goodbarz Toy Box Studio, because in the Toy Box, right, you're gonna get the professionalism that you always wanted. You want somebody to pay attention to your music? I'm here for you. If you want somebody to show you how to own your music, I'm here for you. If you want somebody to break down the whole process of publishing and distribution and understanding, like, what can I do to get money with my stuff, that's what I'm here for. And I make it so that you're able to distribute it and it competes with industry music. That is my whole goal. My whole goal is to compete. I want to compete. That is my go-to. I want to compete and show people how to build, and it doesn't take all the mannerisms of urban life to make that happen. You know, it doesn't take false black masculinity to make a song, right? You want to learn how to mix like me, so I'm gonna tell you my heroes, right? And then maybe you can go look these guys up. So my mentor is Glenn the Snake Robinson. He's the audio engineer for Gwar, and he did all of Guitar Hero 1, 2, and 3 for PlayStation. He mastered those tracks, all those rock tracks. He is the king of digital to audio engineering for rock. And Howard Benson and Joey Sturgis. Those are my 3 rock influences. One is metal, one is hard rock, and one is soft rock. Now, when you want to get to the hip hop side and the hip hop tricks I do, I listen to Decap, I listen to Help Me Devon, I listen to Leslie Braithwaite and the people that work with Top Dog, because their hip hop music sounds very authentic and it sounds real, like you're in the room with them on every track. So what my goal is to make it feel like I'm sitting there beside you rapping, because that experience with your homies matters. When you're sitting in the spot or you're sitting in the car with your fam and you're sitting in the car with your homies and you all got that beat going and you guys are just working really hard, that moment matters, because I'm an artist too. And that's the thing, K-Tunes. I was an artist before I was an audio engineer. So when I went to a big studio and I'm paying $150 for 2 hours for just tracking, it's because engineers don't want to go learn shit. I'm like, bro, you didn't put no reverb on my voice, bro. You didn't put no delay on my ad libs. Like, I knew more than the engineers I was kind of working with, except for Brad Vasey. Brad Vasey is one of the best producers in New England. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Shout out to EA Sports, who taught me about distribution. It's a lot of it's a bunch of minds that are like the Shang Tsung of Mr.Goodbarz. You know what I'm saying? So just to break that down a little bit so you can understand like how I work. Even like Tone, Tone has been surprising me so much. I go back to our misses and I'll be like, oh, what did he do there? How did he do that? And I look and I listen. I'm like, oh, okay, so Tone put he panned that. The Tone does doubles, so he'll do 3 takes of his hook, and he pans them left and right. He pans the dubs in the left and right. And like K-Tunes, I do logical thinking skills that an average audio engineer does. That's what I do. I listen to what they want, what they like, and how they put it together. And I listen to the artist. I always listen to the artist. And I'm also an artist. Again, like I know what sounds good and I know what I want. And I make my workflow easy. That's another thing, K-Tunes. I make my workflow easy. I don't chase something that's not there. Unless a new artist comes into the studio and make it happen. It's all of it. The first thing that matters is the first signal that hits this DAW, that it hits this program, that hits the ear. That first I can tell when you start rapping on that microphone that you didn't hit it, or you hit it. You know what I mean? That's the ear that's why Snoop Dogg sits right beside Dr. Dre in the studio. And Dre be like, nah, dog, do that again. And then Snoop like, I mean, on with the clip in, and on. And he's like, yeah, hell yeah. That's what I do. I follow the greats. I follow the people that's been doing it for years and that are successful. Help Me Divine has been in it for years, and he's brought in a new element to audio engineering because he was an artist first, and he wanted to understand what was going on in the studio and behind the box and with the analog gear. He wanted to know what was going on. It's like being an inventor. You gotta find the science for the thing you're looking for. So you know who else I've been trying to study, and you know he's very, very like with his process, very behind the scenes. You can't really see it. Tech Nine, man, I don't know what it is. Tech Nine and T-Pain, their choruses and bridges have so many harmonies, and Tech taught it to all the strange music because they all sound like that. And I'm like, what is that? I don't know what that is. It's like a doubler, and it's like 4 or 5 takes under it, and it sounds so freaking good. And it's like it's to bring a certain darkness to the music that a lot of people can't compete with, even me. And I'll be like, oh man, I love that sound. Like, what is that? Like, what are they doing? And sometimes I mimic it. I can't do it fully. You know what I mean? I'm still learning too, K-Tunes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I take that. I listen. Goldie put me on to a new singer that's out right now, and she does some amazing, she's like a pop singer, but she does over hip-hop beats and stuff. And I just listen, bro. You gotta listen to what people like, because if, I know Rick Rubin said this, and he's right to a certain extent as an artist. That's why he's the engineer, and he's right about this. He said, you shouldn't make music for the people. He's right. But an audio engineer has to know what people like to bend the rules a little bit. He didn't say you didn't have to know. He said, don't make stuff people like. Create something that you like, and then basically have him fix it. And do something different than the norm. And I get what he's saying. I get it. And I was just like, but you gotta know what people like, because JJ Icefish ain't fire, bro. I'm sorry. JJ Icefish ain't fire. You know what I mean? Some of this mumble jump. Now, Future is the one person I can say that does it in a sense, and Young Thug too. Young Thug does a great job. You know who else does a great job with their it's called scat. So I don't call that mumble rap. I call it scat, because James Brown was, hey, I'm gonna move on the back. You know what I mean? James Brown was doing that too. So, you know what I mean? Everyone loved him. So I'm not saying mumble rap, or I don't say that. I say scat. It's because it's skibbity bop beep boop boop you chip bop for me. It's taking synchronizing syllables and rhythms to one cause. And so I listen to these guys, and I create my sound and craft by bending these rules, this track they create for us. But I find the shortcuts. It's like Mario Kart. You find a shortcut here, you're like, oh, I can get to the other side of the map like that. And then I can get 3 mushrooms on my back, and I can go faster. Like, I look at it like a game. And I've always looked at, before I even got nice with it, I always looked at FL Studio like a video game. Because the way it looks, it felt like a video game. I was like, this is the game I've always wanted to play. This is it. When I found FL Studio, I was like, this is it. This is what I wanted. Who created this? And it's from a German guy. I was like, this is what I wanted. But I didn't know how to route. I didn't know about reverb. I didn't know about compressors or EQs. I thought, yo, it was some real shit. I thought they was just rapping that shit like it was, and that was it. I thought they was just doing that shit, and it was like that. And I'm like, nah, it's not. It's a lot more going on. So with that being said, it's all about what you want from the music and what you're trying to achieve. Now, K-Tunes, I know you're in here. Does anyone have any questions? Like, do you want to look at something and be like, Barz, what was that? Like, how did you do that? That's because I never asked that. I just work and I just keep, and I end the session. But like, I've never sat down and asked like people in the chat, like, what do you guys want to see? Like, what sounds good? I'm gonna play the song a little bit so you guys can vibe with me. And then I'm gonna talk to the flowers real quick.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single star that I got, they can have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
Throw it on the table like casino. I ain't talking dollars, all I got is a C-note. Roses from the sky and the prime that I built. Put the soul in these drums like some silk, yes, goody bars. Still healing from the wounds that I got. Heartbeat sensor, I can see the blood clot. Used to put it in the nose and burn snot. Nothing but some dirty shoes, a bread knot. Cousin Jab got shot. Hey, this a real story from a real soul. I flipped the car payment on the grill stove. You can hear it in the wind whisper real low. Even if the rain poison, I'ma still grow.
Ashes for the people that I lost. Open up your mind for the path that I walk. Now I'm having flashbacks. Remember all the pain. I just wish I get my hand back. Every single star that I got, they can have that.
Music is our armor if you rollin' with me. You can play my circus if you rollin' with me. Never lose control if you rollin' with me. We gifted to the world off the balcony.
Man, that's honestly that's done. I'm gonna save that. We'll go to the next track. We're gonna build from scratch. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna build from scratch and just show you guys like the process of really putting things together. I'm gonna find something in my album that I gotta finish up. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is either. Hold on, let me go to the not playing shit. So, and it's about just placing it and continuing the work. You know what I mean?
Is that Goodbarz?
Yeah, you already know what time it is. Schwerb. You already know what time it is, shorty. Right. We're gonna pull up this one called Game Breaker. Game Breaker. How y'all doing today, man? It's a beautiful Thursday today. 2 p.m. on. I was about to say 2 a.m. I'm tripping. It might be 2 a.m. somewhere else, but it's 2 p.m. on the East Coast over here in New England. This is called the Game Breaker, and I'm gonna just show y'all what I did to it. So I'm gonna play each part. Now this is the beat. I'm gonna show y'all what I did to the beat. I got D Blue tape stop. I also have what else I have on this? I got D Blue tape stop, a little bit of knock. Look, listen, hold up. I just want to tell y'all something. This plugin is serious. This right here, I love this plugin. It's from Decap. And it's one of the, I'm so glad I paid for a lifetime subscription and I don't have to subscribe to it no more. Shout out to Decap. He created something that not only does it make your music, like your beats, knock, it brings dynamics in your music that you don't hear it when you make it off rip. Like when you first start the beat, you don't hear the shit this shit's bringing out. You don't hear it. And then you hear it, you're like, oh my God, is that in tune? And it's like, no, that's the reverb that you put on there. You might want to turn it down a little bit. It shows you the impurities of your mix while making it louder without clipping. That's how you say that shit. I'm a GED getter, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, when I tell you this plugin is like, especially to the rappers, especially to rappers that are beginning their audio engineer, not career, but journey. If you're a rapper and you're like, oh, I got Pro Tools, or I got FL, or I got Ableton, or I got Logic, not BandLab. And this is not for the BandLab people. This is for the BandLab people that's like, yo, I'm sick of using BandLab because I see my engineer doing things to it that I can't do in BandLab. And then you say, hey, I'm going to try to do this shit on the DAW. Get knock. And I'm going to tell you one reason why. Because it gives you a chance to hear the beat, if you created it, in a different light. And the beat that you got off YouTube, it brings a little bit more quality when you try to convert it to MP3. Cheater. and listen, if you do the convert to MP3 or you do the free download, be sure to hit that producer up and just be like, hey man, I like this beat. This is what my budget is. Like, say I got $75 to spend, whatever. Can I get a lease to last a little bit longer so I can see how far I'm going with this? I got a marketing team behind me. I got PR behind me. Whatever you're doing, I'm doing events. I'm doing all that. Like, whatever you're doing, communicate with the producer. Or come up with a deal like I do. I come up with deals, right? So, but to my people first starting, and producers too, your first start in your engineer career, you feel like your drums are not powerful. You feel like your 808s is overlapping everything. Get knock. It's the ultimate beat drum bus. Shout out to Decap. I saw it on Help Me Devon, and I was like, well, let me see what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of people, when you listen to something on the internet, you take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes I don't take things with grains of salt of information about audio engineering. No. Because if you're dropping this gem and you're trying to put us onto something, you're trying to put other engineers onto something. Because I'm trying to show y'all what it is. I'm just like, yo, listen, this is what, it's not no secret magic hocus pocus. This is what people are doing in the studios to make things work. To make it work. You're not gonna get a gold record. You're not gonna fucking become famous. You're not gonna make mad money. To make it work. Where it makes sense. And people, sometimes I feel like some musicians and engineers, they be gatekeeping and they be holding shit back and they add like their own little nuance to things. And I'm like, man, how many dBs is that? What is that, a compressor? Or is it a dynamic multi-band compressor? Oh. I was sick of that. And I've been in the big studios. I've seen, yo, Dave Swillem is, I hope he's still doing the damn thing, man. I gotta hit him up. I would love to go visit him. He taught me, he showed me things that, he told me straight up to me, he said, I know you know what you're doing, but you ain't got the gear. He told me straight up to my face. Well, that big ass SSL in front of me. He had it on the iPad and shit. And he had the violins and the horns and shit on there. I was laughing. Shout out to Chris Ramos too, man, for bringing me over there. And I think he kind of wanted to put me on, but he kind of knew I wasn't in a position to do what I wanted to do. So he was like, nah, you just need some gear. And shout out to Glenn the Snake Robinson. Lo and behold, I needed a new audio interface. I needed a new mic system. I needed something that worked consistently with my studio setup, my computer, so I can stream, so I could do what I'm doing right now. And Glenn the Snake Robinson, man, shout out to Glenn. He told my peoples at the time, get a Discrete 4 Synergy Core from Antelope Audio. It's a UK sound. What y'all hearing right now is going through UK chips, amplifiers, and gears. Now, everybody got their own thing. Shout out to Apollo. They do their thing. And UAD and all them, Solid State and all that. But that Antelope Audio, baby, be hitting different from me. And it sound good. And I like the UK drill, the way it sounds. I like the way it sounds. It's clean. Very, very, very sturdy. clean. That's why you can understand every word they saying. That's why it's like proper English. You can hear every syllable in that motherfucker. Every recording they put, breath, all that. So that's why I chose analog audio, and at the time, right before the pandemic, they had a deal going on, and it was like $1,500 for the Edge Solo microphone and the discrete force energy core. They do not sell it anymore because it had the ability to put Antares auto tune on the inserts themselves. So I have before you even get into the DAW, you can already get auto tune live. It's like it works like an instrument almost, and you can see it activating now, and it's just like a live instrument. So you automatically get to, and I could just set the tune, and usually for artists I cut it way down so they can just hear it with a little, like them in key a little bit. You know what I mean? I put the flex tune up a little, just so they can rock. And bro, when I tell you, this is the best thing that ever happened to me, man. It took my sound, it made my sound go from you're in your bedroom studio to, oh, now you in the studio. Now you in the office. Now you're printing shirts. You see the difference? I'm not trying to look for the RIAA award. I'm not trying to get that. I'm just trying to make good music so people can express themselves first, and that's the main thing. Human expression is number one, because if it wasn't for creating, that's the first thing anybody has done on this earth. It goes back to the old books, everything. The first thing that somebody did was create something, and someone either wanted it, couldn't get it, and got jealous and envious and wanted to take it. I don't care what history book you're talking about. It don't even matter. That's what the first thing someone did was create. So, as human expression is very important to me, at least. And a lot of people don't care, but I do. I care about your human expression. I care about your mind, your soul, your heart, the goodwill and intentions that you have. That's what I look for. And some people can disguise that very well. They can make it seem like they're doing a good thing. They can make it seem like it. Right? But I'm giving you information that somebody wouldn't want to do. Some people write a narrative of like some whole bullshit that don't even make any damn sense. I'm telling you, discrete force energy core from analog audio got auto-tune before it goes into the damn DAW. That's what I'm telling you. Not no like, you gotta follow this because of this, and the way the stars align up and your foot shakes right when the fucking 808s hit. And I don't do all that. I just know that bass hit when that fucking vocal come in like this. When that knock on. That's all I know. That's all I know. And that shit sounds good. And I can stream it to y'all. Right to your phone. Even on your TV. Let's go.
Give a fuck if I make it. It's better than being at Diddy house wondering if the band get naked. Try to tell rappers, face it, the game's all rigged. Better get money and not worry if Drewski being racist. I'm planning for a plot of land, walking with a summer tan. Never been a bad boy, my pops told me be a man. Black excellence, intelligent with the pain flow. I remember felines and OGs with the Kangos. Bang told me get him, I'm never wasting my food. Anytime you feel threatened, the league is ready to move. This the voice of the dirt, the whistle in the wind. The gas in every slave that ever try to get a win. The speakers in your church that make your soul hurt. The truth behind the lens and show the soul's worth. You ain't digging what I'm saying, you the root of the problem. Cause every bar is a message from the people from the bottom. It's Goodbarz. Hey!
You see what I'm saying? It's just different. It's just different. And like, it don't sound like anything you ever heard before, but it felt right. That's me. That's me. I just want to make it feel right. I don't care what you're saying, as long as it's not hateful speech. You know what I mean? You can't disrespect people unless it's a battle and it's a competition. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be things and ways set up. But like, if you're trying to destroy the image of a group of people, I'm not gonna rock with you through music. Like, I'm not gonna rock with you. You know what I'm saying? If it's hopeful, that's different. If it's for your people, that's different. You know what I mean? I'm not going to discard that from anybody. Ooh, I ain't going to discard that from anybody. But I'm saying, like, it has to have meaning behind it. It can't. Now, you got your parody rappers and everything like that. And I've had this one good kid, he comes through, and his name is That One Quiet Kid, and he literally like follows like Miles and like Coley and that type of swag, but he follows more of Miles, and the shit he be saying, man. The shit he made the Black Christmas and all that, because he's mixed, but he looks more on the lighter side and acts more on the lighter side, but he's black, so like it's mad funny to me, because he runs the Miles, and the jokes he says are so like 6-7 type shit, like the kids shit, like, you know what I mean? And he told me straight, this is all for a joke. This is all for play. I don't mean any of this. I just want people to laugh when they hear the bars. And he's fucking hilarious. And if you know Miles, go search up. I don't even care. I hope he gets to lights, because he deserves it, because he's a marketing genius. I love Coley. Coley's fire. Coley be rapping on beat. Miles don't rap on beat. He don't care about the beat. He is him expressing himself. But look him up, Miles, and you'll understand, like, oh shit. Like, and I had to record that. And I had another parody rapper come through, and he was on this like 18 plus type of vibe, you know what I'm saying, and like who he was, and I guess he made a diss to Eminem. I never recorded it. Thank God. I never recorded it, but he had it recorded, and I was like, bro, Eminem don't give a fuck about you. I literally said that. I said, Eminem don't give a fuck about you, bro, but this is funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny, but like, you're rapping on his beat, you're rapping on his music. Like, Eminem would smoke you. Like, and without even trying, he could freestyle something in like 2 minutes, and it would smoke him. And he was my dog. I fucked with bro. He was mad cool. He used to pick me up on the Uber and shit that's how I met him. But like, I was like, fam, I get it. You're a funny rapper. That's your gimmick and shit. But it's like, you can't diss him, bro. Like, you can't diss him. And he's like, no, this is like a real diss. I'm like, oh, it's gonna make waves. I was like, really? And I told him, I laughed just like the way I laughed right at his face. And I was like, really? I was like, man, good luck, man. I hope you do something with it, man, because I don't know. And I haven't seen him in a while. It's been like a year. I hope he's doing well. But like, that shit had me on tilt. I was like, yo, what? Like, you diss Eminem, bro? Like, you crazy. Bro, like, you not even, like, bro, I'm not even close to that level. Like, you can't even, especially the shit he was rapping. And out of respect for these guys, I'm not gonna show y'all their music unless I get their permission, of course. But it's a true thing. And then this is the most craziest like interaction I've ever had with a studio person. I had this young lady. She came up to me. I was at the Revolutionary Club in Nashua when it was Revolutionary. It was on like Temple Street, and I was outside my studio at the time on Temple Street. Now it's like Tattoo Parlor or whatever, and I'm outside. And this young lady walked up on me, and she was like, I got the best rapper in the world. And I was like, oh, word, you do? Where is he? And she was like, he's not here right now, but I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna hit you up for a session, and I'm gonna introduce you guys, and I think he would be great in your studio. And I'm like, okay, word, that's promising. So I moved to a different studio, and it's still in the same city. And I get a call from her, and she's like, hey, Tim, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. Like, you guys still need that? So she's like, yes, this is why I'm calling you. I'm gonna bring him over. I'm gonna drop him off, and you guys gonna get to work. And I said, bet. Like, let me save a folder. What's his rap name? And she said, his rap name is Indiana. And I was like, okay, bet. And then he came in. Now, I don't judge people in the books by the cover. So, like, he came in, like, it was hot as fuck outside, but he had the North Face on, like the work North Face on with a black shirt. It was all ripped up. His hairline looked like Dr. Robotnik's off Sonic. He's black, dark, and and he was American. He wasn't African. He was American. He was black American, and he had glasses on, and the top of his head looked like that nigga from Tekken, Jin's grandfather. That's what it looked like. That's what his hair. He designed it like that. He said that's his style. He even told me that. That's why I didn't even know it was the dude from Tekken, Hashi or some shit like that. And he had it like gelled out and pointed. and he had a bald spot in the middle right here. I ain't even holding you, bro. Like a complete shaven bald spot. And he had like a whole bunch of notebooks in his hand. I was like, oh shit, this nigga coming to work. What I didn't know is a lot of those notebooks was empty. I sat down with him, and then I kind of set up my microphone. I said, yo, do you like to stand up or do you like to sit? Because at the time I was in a smaller studio. All I had, like, if you look at this room, I had about this much of this room, like right there. And it was kind of like you come in and the studio was against the wall, and the wall was all soundproofing, and then you had the wall right there, and that's how I was cooking. And man, he said, I want to sit down. I said, all right, bet. So I took the mic off the stand. I set it up on my table stand. I set it up for him, and I put the chair right there. I had a comfortable little chair right there for people to sit, because a lot of people don't like to stand up when they sing or they rap. They like to feel comfortable in the vibe in the zone. I'm right there beside you. So, like, I'm working with you. You can see your vocals on the screen. It was a smaller room, so I had to work a certain way. He sat down, and he, like, knocked over, like, a couple of my figurines, my Mario figurines. And I was like, oh, it's all good, bro. Don't worry about it. Just pick it up. And he picked it up and stuff, and he put his backpack down, and he grabs his notebook, and he's like, yo, we gotta figure out how we're going to get it from vinyl, the Bone and Biggie beat. And I was like, it's Bone and Biggie, that shit? He was like, yeah, the Bone and Biggie beat from Bone Thugs and Harmony and Biggie. I was like, oh, no, I could get that. He's like, no, you can't. You gotta have it. I was like, nah, bro, chill. I got you. I can download it. And by the time he even tried to start his sentence, I had it already, like, downloaded off the internet. I said, oh, so this is like a warm-up? He's like, nah, this is gonna be a new song. It's gonna take over the waves. I was like, you don't own that beat, bro. Like, you want to remix it a little bit? Like, you want me to kind of interpolate it a little bit and take some notes out? He said, no, it needs to be an original. And I need the vocals on it. And I was like, what? Like, are you just literally going to rap what they was rapping? He literally, horribly rapped what they were rapping. And I need ones in the chat if you want me to play the fucking song. I need ones in the chat. I need somebody in the chat to say one, like, or something, if you want to hear it, and so you can hear what I was dealing with. I know I'm gonna get a copyright strike, and I'm gonna download this live, and I'm gonna delete it. But look, I have to show y'all. Can we get? If I don't get ones in the chat, I ain't gonna do it. And it depends on if I can find it. But man, oh man. Oh, KO put a 1 in the chat. He said, we gotta hear this shit. Listen, bro, I don't pick on people. I don't do that, bro. I don't do that. But this nigga said he was gonna be the best rapper out of anybody in the world, bro. And that's the part that made me kind of mad. I was like, you ain't the best rapper, though. You're not even a good rapper. you kind of trash. Yo, I'm just saying, like, you kind of trash, bro. Like, I didn't say that. I said, well, maybe we could work on it. Oh man, what is that? That's not him. I got a picture of him. I'm gonna show a picture of him too, so y'all niggas think I'm lying. KO said one. Listen, I'm gonna show y'all a picture of this nigga, bro. Like, and I'm gonna wrap the story up so y'all can understand, like, where I was at the time with it, the whole situation, and how I treated it. But I asked him, I said, yo, bro, can I turn you into content? And he said he don't care. So I was like, bet. I've always talked about this dude to everybody. Oh man, that girl Indy right there. I got the picture of him. Right, wait till y'all see this shit. Hold up, stop playing with me. That shit's for real. I hope that shit finds that shit, bro. I'm so glad that I kept it to myself for a while, but I started telling people about it because he never said anything crazy. It's just the things he was doing that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And like, the fact he kept saying, I'm gonna be the best rapper of all time, and I'm just looking at this nigga like, bro, I know 12-year-olds that can rap better than you. studio stories, right? I'm gonna chop this up into a reel. Like, look, yo, listen. Y'all can't see the picture right now, but I'm gonna show you this shit. Yo, he said, yo, listen. He said he was gonna out rap everybody in the world. This white lady said, this little young lady said, he was gonna be the best rapper of all time. He was gonna make my studio pop. He was gonna, you know what I'm saying? Everything was gonna change for me. This is who they said that was gonna do that for me. This is what they said to me, bro. So when I tell you, and look, listen, I'm not picking on this nigga. What I'm saying is he said that he was gonna be the best. I haven't heard from bro. He got an Instagram and everything. This is on his Instagram. He got that shit like Hibachi. Yo, he had that. No, cause listen, he's in the same. Listen, no. He's in an insane asylum at that point in time. When he came to the studio, that shit was like this, nigga. He was different. He was on a different vibe because he thought he was the best. And like he had his notebook and he was like this. He was like reading his notebook. He was like this. And I was like, yo, so it's gonna be like a 3 count. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, and the beat gonna start. And like, you know, when you rapping, even if you have a piece of paper, if you have a notebook, whatever, like your comprehension notebook bends. I mean, I could do this shit all types of ways. So if you in it, you can get in it. You like, like he wasn't doing that. He was like this. He's like, and then he said, I said, okay, 1, 2, 3. It's Bone and Biggie. Ain't no dangerous. How means no pain. And then he kept rapping he got close. Ain't no pain to us. And I said, I had to pull the book down. I said, hey, bro, you got to rap into that microphone, bro. you got to rap into that microphone, bro. And he said, oh, that's how I get into my music. I gotta. He said, that's how I get into my music. I gotta get into it. He said that too. And he was, at that time when I met him, and I'm young. He was an older nigga. So like he was different. You know what I mean? He had a Roberto. The nigga had Timbs on, and it was like fucking 80 degrees outside. I was like, nigga, I'm in my galoshes, nigga. Like, I'm gentrified. What you mean? It's fucking New Hampshire and it's 75, 80 degrees out this bitch. It's hot. This nigga was in Timbs, jeans, and he said he was gonna be the best. And his hairline, Jan Granddaddy, Grandpa, and Tegan. What's that nigga name? What's his name? Jimpachi? Hitachi? Mishima? Yeah, that fool. Yeah, this dude. He walked in like that. He walked in the stool and kicked the door open like this. I was like, whoa. I am not trying to fight in the tournament. He came in the studio like that. His shit was just like that too. Stop playing with me. His shit was just like that. His shit was sitting there to the side like that. That shit was like that. It's in the side. He gelled that shit like that. Hold up. I hope this shit found this shit, dog. Hold up. Goldie trying to call me. I'm gonna tell him in the studio. Hey, Siri, text Goldie and say I'm on a live stream right now. Oh, I think it found it. Listen. Oh, no, it didn't. That's the indie snare. Hold up. This shit's still looking. Damn, do I got it, bro? Ain't no way I don't got it. You know what? I might have it in Gmail. Dude, I gotta see this shit. Hold up. Indie. It's from years ago, bro. Dog, I fucking... Most recent... Oh, that's Goodbarz. Let's check this nigga. He might be up in here. Indie. Bro, I sent that shit a long time ago. Like a long time ago. Oh, it might be in my Google Drive. Dang, bro. Ain't no way that shit ain't in my fucking folders, bro. Himtashi. He was Himtashi. Yo, listen, bro. He said he was the best, bro. He said he was the best. Hey, Siri, text Goldie and say I'm live streaming right now. Give me like 10 minutes. Oh, man. Ain't no way, bro. I named the song Indie, too. That's not it. Damn, it's not in that one. Hey Siri, send a message to Goldie and say I'm live streaming. Give me 5 minutes. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Siri. Well, let me check my drive. It's not in Goodbarz. Dog, I gotta find this shit. This shit's crazy. It's like Indiana or something. Oh, it might be Indie like with an I and a D-Y-I. It might be like that, Indiana. What's this? I thought it was a I or a Y or some shit. Dude, listen. At least I got the picture. I had to keep the picture because I was like, yo, no one's gonna believe me. I was like, no one's gonna believe me that I know this person. And he said he was gonna take over, bro. He was like, I don't care who it is. I gotta play this for y'all, man. I am not even playing, bro. I don't even know why that shit ain't popping up, though. I think it was like that, bro. Nah, it's not popping up. Indiana. That's his name. It's so crazy, too, because I got his Instagram. I still got his Instagram. And I hit him up the other day. Oh, is this it? Oh, that's how you spell his name. Yeah, that's it. I-N-D-I-E. See, I knew I had that shit. I gotta find it. Bro, I was shook. Just finished another beat. I don't know if I said I was making one, but I did. I'm proud of it, at least for my skill level right now. Oh, you just finished up a beat, bro? That's awesome, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. I had to send emails out today and all types of shit, bro. Like, I had to upload some shit. Shit was crazy. It took forever, too. Also, I was like, damn, I can't stream until I'm done with this. Like, it was like it was a full stem beat, wave, 16-bit. He wanted the automations. It was all in Pro Tools, too. That's what sucked. Pro Tools is different. When you export stems in Pro Tools, you got to be really precise because, like, you got to consolidate each track. You got to make sure the tracks are routed to the right places, and the things you're exporting is the final print of each one. Because if you don't do that, oh my God, I got it. No. Listen. Yo, when he told me he needed the lyrics, because I was gonna remake it. I was gonna replay it because it's Bones and Thug, Bone and Biggie. And man, I'm so glad I got it. I'm so glad I'm not crazy, because sometimes people look at me like I'm fucking bonkers, and I'm not, dog. Look at hold on. Yo, listen. Boy said he was gonna be the best rapper in the world, dog. He said he gonna out-rap everybody, even including me. He said that. He said I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna learn everything. I'm gonna learn everything you doing. I felt it. Yo, listen, no, he came in just like, see, he a little bit under the weather right here, and he still posted that on Instagram. But yo, when he came to the studio, oh nah, Buddy was on something else. He was different. He was different. Toy Box Chronicles is crazy. Yo, listen. Yo, listen. He came in and he was looking just like that. He was like, he had his snowball in his hand. And like, I was like looking at this nigga like, I hope he ain't trying to beef right now. I was like, Indy, right? He's like, you're Mr.Goodbarz. And I was like, yeah, this is my studio, bro. Under the weather. Yo, listen, the same steam that's coming off Boy's head was a little spot in the top right here. Where that little, you know what I'm saying? Yo, listen to this shit, bro. This nigga said he was gonna take over. I'm so glad I got this shit. I'm so glad I'm not crazy. Thank you, God. I'm so glad I'm not crazy, bro. I'm gonna get a copyright strike. Listen to this. And yo, hold up. It's a certain part of the track too. You see me, you hear me. I literally lift his chin up so he doesn't stop rapping into the book. It's Indy.
Indiana, well, nothing but the dogs does, nothing but the dogs does.
Listen, he was supposed to be the best. Oh, I did remix the beat. I remember this day too.
I'm a lyricist. I'm starting over here about this. Basically, in the raw you don't fuse break names just like dynamite sticks. Harder and blast, you reminisce. One more from the top, niggas be dying down and throwing surprise until the larks shine again.
And I lift
just sitting here trying to win, trying not to sin.
Yeah, you hear my keys. So I lift this chin up.
Where we harbor stars in shit what you knew. If I blew, what the shame will do to you. I had it hustling since grade 2. Who you get stuck up to, who you gonna screw? Had to level out the playing field. And negative bad, I end disputes. Then I grew like my shit. Not to be fucked with. The fuckers better never quit. Cause mine's and nine and all about shit. Fundamentals on how to move. No complexes within time to groove. Grab your jewels, grab your rocks, bustin' new, nothing new. I knew I hit the right one. Pass that weed, I gotta light one. All them niggas, I gotta fight one. One of them hoes, I gotta like one. Oxygen is a tight one. What you gonna do? Fight a one. Seems to me, yo, take it Indy Jones, nigga, buy so lead. I'ma tell you like a tickle on me. Cash rolls everything around me. Shit, lyrically, I ain't easy. But buy the coke, cut it. Roll the bitch, run off in the wobbin' ass or something. It's Indy. It's Indy. It's Indy. It's Indy.
He should have said Indiana, where I'm from. I told him how to do it. And he didn't listen. He said, "Nah, do it my way." That's what he said. And then he called me from the insane asylum. He said, I'm gonna imitate him. He said, "Mr.Goodbarz?" I said, yeah, it's me. Man, Indy, what's up, man? You good? I'm okay. I'm here. And I was like, what? You have my music? I said, yeah, I can send it to you. I send it to you right now. I said, Indy, where are you calling me from? I'm here. Not knowing that I already know when you call me, it tells me, hey, you're getting a collect call from insane asylum. You're getting a call from Andy. Listen, this is how this man was, bro. And he said he's gonna beat everybody in rap. That's what he said. Shout out to Indiana. He has an Instagram. He's a troller. I hope he's trolling. I pray to God that man trolling. I pray to God that man. I hope he's trolling. I hope he's trolling, bro. I hope that man came in there with that bald spot, dog, and that shit was shining, and he had a line. He had the nerve to have a line up on no hair. I was like, Lord Jesus. And that girl said, that girl looked me in my eyes, and she said, you're Mr. Goodbarz. He's gonna make your studio so much better. I said, all right. And I was in the slums when I was like, you know what I mean? So in my mind, I was like, all right, man, if somebody was willing to work with the squad, I'm with the shits. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even meet the brother yet. Then I finally get the spot, man, in Haines Street, bro. He comes over. The studio paid session paid for. She paid the invoice and everything. That boy knocked on my door like he was the police. I was like, what the fuck is that? I said, what is that? What the fuck was that? I said, hello. How Goldie does it. Hello? Hello? I said, hello? And he opened the door up. And he was, bald spot just a steaming. Hot outside. He had a coat on. Nigga, I was in shorts and galoshes, nigga. I ain't even gonna hold you. I had the fake Crocs on. I call them galoshes. He came in there, man. That's all he did. He spent 3 hours to make that shit. He spent 3 hours to make that shit. I'm giving him more promo than anything, but I feel like he had a little bit of potential. But the cockiness was cockiness. That wasn't confidence. There's a difference between confidence and cockiness. That nigga was like, yo, I'm taking over. That's what he said. You ain't gonna need nobody in the studio. Nobody else. That's what he told me. I hate when people say that. You ain't gonna need nobody else in the studio. Just me. I said, nigga, I barely got myself in the studio. What you talking about? Nigga, I'm barely in this bitch. What the fuck you talking? I'm trying to get my album done too. I'm just gonna need you now? Come on now. Let's be realistic. I'm a realist. That's what I am. I'm a true realist, heart and heart, logical thinker, critical thinking skills guy. That's what I am. Hey man, I'm willing to build it with you. Let's build something. That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But like saying you gonna be the one, like you Neo or something, and then you come in with the Hitachi cut, like he had that shit lined up. I don't know what was going on right there. Shower curtain all in the back. That shit look dirty too. That shit got black stain. Look at this shit. This shit supposed to be clear. This shit black. Why that shit look like that? Anyway, he told me he was gonna be the best. He's Mr. Goodbarz. I was like, yo, what the I was like, and like, because I was waiting for that energy. He changed his whole shit up. And the shit told me he was calling me from an insane asylum. So that's the shit that fucked me up. I was like, yo, what? I get calls from the joint all the time from the bros and shit, but like, I ain't never got a call from the insane. I was scared. I was like, ah, jeez. What's going on now? Why? I answered the call from the joint though, but the call from the insane asylum, that's different. Oh no. Oh nah. And give it up to all my people going through, look, mental illness is a real thing. I don't know if he was going through that because the attitude that he brought to me when I first met him did not match how he was acting when he was in that place. And I was just like, and like, shout out to, I've met crazy people. I've lived with crazy people. Like, that wasn't crazy. I thought that nigga was trolling. I ain't even gonna hold you. But, oh, man. And he made that freaking song, bro. So, long story short, man. You can think you the best. You can think you the best. You have every right to think you the best. But you gotta work for it, man. You gotta freaking work for it. And you gotta, I don't think I'm the best yet because I don't know everything yet. I don't know everything I want about my instruments. I don't know everything I want about audio engineering. I don't know everything I want. I want to know more. And I want to get more acquainted with analog equipment. And I want to be able to like, really do something where music is easy for people, easy accessible for people without using AI. That's another move too. And I want to help people like that want to bring voices back that they're not here no more, that type of vibe, and that's what I'm here for. And I hope everybody really do understand that and my type of vibe and my type of work. So I appreciate y'all. This is the Toy Box Chronicles. Shout out to KO for the name. And yeah, this is the Toy Box Chronicles, man. This is the stories of the Toy Box, bro. That's indie. I got more too. I got so more. I got so many more. I got girls like that reel I posted. Girls beating up they nigga in the studio. That's really happened before. That's really happened before type shit. That's a real. Somebody was in the comments like, yo, you acted like you really been through that. I'm like, shit. Yo, listen. I've seen some crazy stuff happen in this bitch. I've seen niggas get headbutted in here. But that was on some other shit. That wasn't because of me. That was some whole other shit. And what else? Niggas puked in the old studio. I remember in the old studio, somebody fell down the stairs. That was bad. He said I shouldn't have put the phone down. Yo, listen. Dude, he scared me, bro. He like... Because I was not expecting to get a call from an insane asylum, first off. Second, the fact that you called me from one and how you acted when you were here explains a lot. honestly, it explained everything I needed to know. And I'm not the type of producer like how I've been displaying these producers that be charging $100 for an hour and you gotta leave at the 1 hour later you can't even put an intro on your music. I'm not like that. I give you a chance to express yourself. I show you what's good, and if you do great, I'm like, nigga, that's fine. I tell you, like, if it's whack, I tell you how to do a certain way. And I tried to do the same thing with him and teach him, and he was not receptive. And I was just like, hey, man, you know, this is it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was the only track we did that day. It took 3 hours to get that done. She paid for the session, though. She paid for the session. She paid for my time. Right after that session, I sat in the studio for a little bit, sparked up a blizz, and I was like, you know what, man? I can't even get mad. It's a client. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it's a client. I helped him out. I told him I emailed this stuff to him. I was like, man, if you need help with BMI, you can come to the studio. We can chill for like 30 minutes, and I can show you a couple things. I don't mind if you come visit the studio and you sit down with me for a couple hours, and I show you what BMI does and distribution if you need help with DistroKid or United Masters. Just getting signed up. Sometimes it's a lot of a process. It's a bit of a process for people to do that. So when you can show someone the ropes and like show them how to connect their email and stop using your email for junk. You know what I mean? Like, stop signing up for them porn sites and going on fucking your email with that. And then you got your beats on your email where you're doing your freak shit at. Stop that. Stop doing that. Have a business email. Have a freak off email. No Diddy. Anyway. and from what we've been seeing, you might not want to even put that shit in your email. From what we've been seeing. So, just be thorough. Love your music. Love your craft. Love yourself and respect others and reciprocate that out. And like my dad taught me, man, he told me straight up like that. He was like, look, you give respect, you'll get respect. Plain and simple. It's plain and simple, man. I will always live by that, and that's why I'm here now. You know, I've always respected every person that come into my presence until you give me reason not to, you know. And I always give people a chance to explain and talk, and I love communicating. He wasn't communicating, and that's why we're having this story. So that's what happens. Toy Box Chronicles, I'm Mr.Goodbarz. I'm about to slide out of here. I gotta go call Goldie. She probably just got out of work. She's like, why is this boy not calling me? KO, I love you, man. You guys take it easy. Tone, I love you, man. Arc Raiders tonight. Tone, we might have to set it off tonight, man. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about setting it off. And just putting surge coils everywhere. Yo, who else came in? We got Myth in the building. Thank you, Myth Beats. And he went on all 3 platforms. Big shout out to K-Tunes in the building. Shout out to Teeth. He ain't make it, but he's doing his thing. Shout out to Sundar. We're going to be doing music reviews, beat reviews this week, coming up soon. So be ready for that. Friday, we're going to stream around 2 o'clock. We're going to be doing beat reviews. Be ready for that, you guys. Come on in, sit down, relax. Let's talk some trash. You might have another Toy Box story on the way. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Mr. Goodbarz, out. Oh, no!
Why, boy?
This is what I do.
I'm getting mad, man. Why? You can talk all you want, dog.
I'm out of here.
Just listen, I got the game breaker. Could give a fuck if I make it. It's better than being at Diddy house, wondering if the band get naked. Try to tell rappers, face it, the game's all rigged. Better get money and not worry if Drewski being racist. I'm planning for a plot of land, walking with a summer tan. Never been a bad boy, my pops told me be a man. Black excellence, intelligent with the pain flow. I remember felines and OGs with the Kangos. Bang told me get them, I'm never wasting my food. Anytime you feel threatened, the league is ready to move. This the voice of the dirt, the whistle in the wind. The gas in every slave that ever try to get a win. The speakers in your church that make your soul hurt. The truth behind the lens and show the soul's worth. You ain't digging what I'm saying, you the root of the problem. Cause every bar is a message from the people from the bottom. It's Goodbarz. Hey!
I love